Oh, someone's saying there's no audio.
Oh no.
Oh.
I'm a fool. Got it. Okay, here we go. Let me drop that a
Calm
little
down.
bit.
It's just a false start. It's fine.
Yeah, time. Shake it off.
False starts be like that.
Got this.
Hey, sick.
Okay.
Okay, then now giving it another go. Welcome to the Misadventures League, and we have our lovely Digimon actual play, Digimon Restart. It's gonna be fun, chaotic, a little bit dangerous, and everything in between. We'll see how it goes. But we should all introduce ourselves. I guess I'll start with, myself as the GM. I am your lovely digital master, Dee or D. Um, I mostly talk obsessively about tabletop role playing games and giant robots and music. But tonight I'll be obsessing over Digimon. I can be found at most places as Alphabet Sauce or on YouTube as Planless Dan. And I'll slide over to who wants to go first? I should roll a d4 and decide. Actually,
I'll go first.
sick. All right.
Hey everybody, I'm Derek. I will be playing Kaiden Mira today. I am a TTRPG performer, AP runner, future psychiatrist, a person that holds many different cards. You can find me over on anywhere on the interwebs at Derek Does RP, or anywhere else under the username Queers and Spears, like we are here, because I run an AP podcast known as Queers and Spears of Saluna, which you can find us on all your podcasting platforms. But yeah, I'm really excited to be digidestined today.
I'll go next.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm Anne. My pronouns are she, her. I will be playing Lucy Mendez, who is the gentle heart. Because I hate myself, I am going to be playing a shy 13-year-old. So we'll see how that works out for me. Lucy's pronouns are also she, her.
Delightful. And now it's rock, paper, scissors between
Hi.
Casey and Taryn. Casey,
Oh.
there you go.
No, I'll go.
Izzy,
I'll go.
let
I'm
them.
good. Hey everyone, I'm Casey. I am very new to TTRPGs. I played my first session of D&D yesterday, and I've never done any TTRPG before that, so that's good. I've definitely also gotten current prepared for this, as I promised I would. And yeah, I'm just excited to be here. You can find me online as maybe Alter, doing something very different from this. But that's
Awesome.
it.
Awesome.
They, she pronouns, and I'll be playing Spencer, they, them. And Spencer definitely has a last name, probably.
In
No clue.
theory.
Cool. I'm Taryn. Yeah, in theory. We all have last names in theory, right? That's how it works. Not set in stone. I'm Taryn. I'm been playing tabletops for going on about 6 years now, but this is my first actual play. You can normally find me on Twitter, Blue Sky, all of those social media things at the same handle, talking about horror, anime, and dinosaurs, because dinosaurs are the best. And I'll be playing Nico Lucas today, who uses she, they pronouns, as do I.
Nice. Perfect. We are all good here with our cast introduced. There's something here that I should definitely be remembering, and I'll remember it partway through. But but that is okay. With our cast all kind of introduced, and we'll get right into it. Um, uh, and we'll start. We'll start by setting the scene. Uh, Dinosaurs made of meme data seems accurate, and it might become more accurate as time goes by. But we start our story not in the digital world, whatever that may be, but off in the real world, in a relatively small town in Somewheresville, America. um, uh, and school is out, and it's a beautiful sunny day. The forecast says that it's meant to be stormy, and but that's clearly not right. In this small little sleepy town, little like a little the you can see everyone's kind of like outdoors and kind of taking in the air. The sun is shining, birds are chirping, and it is going to very soon be the very first day of summer camp. And we are going to zoom in on we'll zoom in on Anne, actually. You probably actually you tell me. Uh, who's dropped you off at camp? Did you like take a bus? Your parents drop you? What's going down here? And describe your chosen child for us.
Um, so Lucy has been uh, dropped off not at camp, but wherever the bus pickup is. And the whole time in the car, this um, she she's of kind of this mixed heritage, like Hispanic, Filipino, like uh, just multiracial uh, looking child. She's very petite and slender. She is wearing a gray sundress, and she has her a heart-shaped backpack and whatever luggage she has to go to camp. And so the entire time she's in the car with her mom, complaining about how she doesn't want to go to camp, and how much she just is not looking forward to people. And she's like, "Mom, there's too many people at camp. Okay, I'll go to camp if there weren't. I would go to camp if there weren't so many people." And she's just whining the entire time.
your mom
Um,
your mom's like very patiently like listening and like uh she doesn't like turn to look back at you while she's driving but like kind of like you almost feel like she's kind of like turned just a little bit like Lucy, I know it's gonna be scary, but it's gonna be fine and you're gonna make so many friends. I promise you, it's good for you.
what if I want to go home?
Well, can you walk? It's really far, you'll get tired.
She just she just pouts at the like whatever the rear view mirror is where her mom can see. She's just pouting at it. She's like, "It's only 2 weeks, right?"
She smiles. Only 2 weeks. And if you miss me, you can always call. Well, usually. Signal is kind of weird, but I'm here when it's not weird.
Okay, fine. I'll try. And she doesn't want to smile. She's trying really hard not to smile and just like, "It's only 2 weeks."
And as
So yeah, that's the entire that's the end of the conversation, and then the rest of the drive to the where the bus pickup area is just her sitting quietly and like checking her backpack and making sure her first aid kit's there, and her she's got like My Little Pony comic books, or like really girly stuff in her backpack to read.
Of
Like,
course.
um, yeah, um, yeah, she may or may not have low key horse girl vibes. Um,
Getting that.
yeah,
But as the car kind of slows to a stop by the bus stop, and you kind of get out, your mom gives the last, "I love you."
love you too, mom. And then she kind of mumbles to herself, "She really loved me when abandoned me."
Oh no.
And then she walks off to the bus.
As you walk off to the bus and the car kind of drives away and the smoke and dust kind of kicks up this awful cloud around you, uh, as the cloud clears and the scene shifts, we'll go to Derek. How does Kaiden get there? Kaiden.
Kaiden gets there. There's not much talking driving to the bus stop because Kaiden's mom takes him on her motorcycle.
Rad.
So he's the backpack. So when we get there, you kind of see this kid in a leather jacket and tank top, and like ripped jeans and combat boots hop off the back of like, it's not like a Harley. It is like a sports bike. So like, she like zips into the parking lot, he hops off, and when he takes off the full-headed helmet, it's like a shock of bright blue hair surrounded by dark black hair. He has tannish skin, bright green eyes, and he kind of is like looking around before he like slings his duffel bag over his shoulder. And he kind of looks at his mom and goes, "Mom, I promise I'll be fine. I'm more worried about you being fine while I'm gone because I take care of things. Like you Ron's not gonna do anything around the house. Somebody has to push her into place. You just don't because you work and you're a strong woman. But like, I worry that he's just gonna lay around all day watching football."
She takes like a deep breath. I'm like very used to this already. And it's like, hey, Ron tries his best when I kick his ass into gear. But you, no fighting this
When I
time.
believe it. What? Whoa, okay. That's asking a lot, Mom. What if somebody messes with Nico? Huh?
Oh yeah, Nico's delightful. You don't want to. No. Just scare them a little. Just scare them. Don't get into fights. All right. I want to deal with this right now.
I'll let them hit me first.
She just sighs, just like
It's defense then, right, Mom?
self-defense. Then, right. You take care and only beat up people who really deserve it. And just
So everybody.
look, Kaiden, just you're gonna do great. You're gonna do great. All the kids there are gonna love you. It's gonna be awesome. All right, and just trust me on this. And she's like struggling to figure out exactly what to say without like giving you a lecture.
Okay, I'm also probably gonna come home with a slingshot, just so you know.
Bye, Kaiden, and she just zooms.
Okay, bye. Love you.
Boots him out.
And I'll kind of walk away from the drop-off spot looking for Nico.
I guess that's a perfect time then. Nico, how do you get here to the bus stop?
Nico is 100% being driven by her older brother. He's come back from university just to see her off. But there's not really been much conversation about this car because they're mad at him still for basically abandoning them for uni. Like, they get it, but also they're clearly more important than his degree. So what is he doing?
But of course.
So Nico spends most of the time cap pulled like quite low over her like short blonde hair and just plays with an old handheld like Game Boy for most of the journey,
Of
just to
course.
kind of show a really aggressive, quiet front against Harley. Like, no, I don't want to talk. You made your choice.
He's at the start of your journey, he kept like trying to like talk to you about like at first like this stuff was going on in school, then like some random video games, then kind of like shut up for a bit once it's like, huh, this is still tough, huh? And
Just like yeah, yeah, sounds good.
and as you're kind of like getting closer, and like he's kind of like slowed down to a bit of a stop, he like turns around like in his seat and is like, "Hey, Nico, catch!" And he chucks your old Tamagotchi at you. It's like, "You forgot this."
It's just like kind of does that thing where it kind of bounces between the hands a couple of times before like she finally manages to catch it. And it's like, oh, well, thanks, I guess. Where was it?
Yeah, the old folks try to throw it out, and I was like, not happening.
What?
I mean, like, I can't blame them. It looks grimy and old and stuff, but still works, right?
It's just faded. It's not dirty. It's just faded.
Just got
Like,
some.
look, it's still fine. I've been keeping him alive for so long.
Whoa, no way, it's still going. And on it is like a little
Yeah, it's the same one.
pixelated, a little pixelated creature, just kind of between its two animations.
All 8 bits of him, still good.
Oh, yeah, a real friend, huh? Try and make some other non 8-bit ones as well, eh?
Well, what's Kaiden? A cockroach?
Kaiden's like Kaiden scares me a little bit. That kid's I mean, he's cool. He's cool, I guess. He's cool. He's cool enough.
Like, you know, we all understand that Kaiden's a bit. But we move on from that because he's nice about it.
Yeah, whatever. You have fun. Well, you'll get back, and I'll still be here for a little bit. So you know.
Oh, good. Don't want you
Well,
running off immediately again.
well, fine. What if I do want to run off? What you gonna do?
I'll cry about it when I get home.
he sighs and it's like, you can. Oh, I got the new Street Fighter. If you want to try that when you get back.
The new one?
Yeah, yeah, and
Like
I
the
got
new one.
the newest one, and it's got like they brought like all the Third Strike characters again.
Okay, well, maybe I'll forgive you.
And as
But, like, I demand a whole day to play it. Like, a whole day.
Fine, you drive a hard bargain.
I think it's just, like, really pleased with themselves.
And
Like, not only did they get to guilt trip him a little bit, but they also got a whole game day out of it.
as you kind of get out, he's kind of like, as you leave, like, later, loser, and drives off.
And you're just like, she thinks about it, but doesn't actually give him the finger. Like, she really thinks hard about it. And is like, no, I'm not going to leave it on animosity immediately.
Kaiden just behind Nico after finding them, just like...
It's fine. Kaiden did it for me.
Perfect.
And that's true friendship.
True friendship.
So you're finally here.
Yeah.
You took
I
long
thought
enough.
you were. I didn't think you were going to come, to be honest.
Why?
I don't know. I thought
Look.
maybe you'd stay.
Look, I have to be here in case Joey shows up and causes a problem.
Right. Yeah, I think I did see his name down.
You won't tell my mom if I punch him, right?
No.
Okay.
Guy deserves it.
Yeah, he does. All right, let's go over.
You hear a little voice behind you that says, "Yeah, Joey sucks."
Oh.
Yeah, what she said.
Yeah, we agree. But I think the counselors and stuff are waiting over by the bus. We should probably get over there.
And
Yeah.
we'll finally, as you're heading over there, we head to our final child. Casey, how's Spencer's journey to the bus stop?
Spencer's being driven by their mom, who's this like the car is kind of I'm thinking like a pickup truck, and Spencer's little bike is in the back, and Spencer and his mom sitting next to each other. It's one of those ones that's just a bench in the front, no like seats, but just one big bench,
Mhm.
and it's so messy, and there's multiple things hanging from the little rear view mirror, and there's music playing at a volume that you would imagine people are not speaking when
Mhm.
music is at that volume, but they are. And his mom has just like this big sort of bun of blonde, gray, very messy hair. She's wearing like art teacher clothes, It's
I
like
love it.
crumpled linen and layers and stuff like that. Um, and Joey also has a very big head of like blonde, curly hair. And they're just going, "Oh my god, I'm so excited! I'm so excited! Do you think they'll have swords? Do you think they'll have swords there? And can I throw rocks? Do you think you can throw the rocks on the water? Oh my god, Spark, are you also so excited?" And this little dog jumps up on like the bench, which people would say the dog is blonde, like blonde colored. He's a little bit yellow, to be honest. But I don't know. It's my dog. It's Spark. And he does some happy like yips, very excited to go to camp as well. I'm bringing my dog to camp. I'm we assume it's fine that you
You-
bring your dog to camp.
Absolutely. Didn't even
Oh,
question it.
oh no! Where I go, Spark goes, and I bet I'm gonna ride my bike, and I bet we're gonna play robots, and I bet we're gonna swim. And Mom? Did I bring my swim trunks, my swim pants?
Your mom, no, she's still driving, right? But she turns around in her seat, in her seat, right? It's like, yeah, I was sure to pack him. Oh, turns back. I was like,
Oh,
I double checked and triple checked.
okay.
I brought a beach ball. I know you probably shouldn't swim in the river, but like, I mean, you're young, you'll be fine.
Yeah. And otherwise, I could just swim in my underpants. I bet that'll be fine as well. And I'm gonna eat pizza, I think. And Spark is gonna run and is gonna play with so many people. And I bet I'm going to.
Spark like yips, like really excited, kind of bark. uh,
And 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 um, I'm gonna make friends, right, Mom?
Mom softens up a little bit, and it's like, now Spencer, of course you're gonna make friends, but don't let like don't try and like force yourself to be someone you're not just to try and like fit in. You're special and amazing and smart and cool the way you are, and people will see it once you
Okay.
are given
Yeah.
freedom.
Okay. Okay. Whoa! Did you see that motorcycle? Did you
I
see the guy on the back of the motorcycle? That person? Holy shit! They're so cool. Do you think they're gonna be my friend? Do you think they'll play robots with me? I need to make a sword.
Maybe they will,
I
because
need
we're
to make
right here.
a stick.
And the
Oh yeah.
and the car slows down, and you kind of bound out of the car, I imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. And I have just this big backpack that was definitely my mom's backpack at some point when she was a child, and so it's just like soft leather, and it's just filled with crap that I thought I would need, and then just as much like snacks as my mom could cram on top of this just the shit that I put in there. So just like muesli bars and all that sort of stuff.
All that sort of stuff. Yes.
I can barely. I'm so tiny, by the way. I'm 11 and I'm small for an 11-year-old for sure.
I love that.
I
Um,
love them so much.
Same.
and it's as you're getting out here, and as the other three are kind of like who are closest to you at this point, making their way to like, there's the counselors who are there by the bus stop and the actual bus itself, and a couple of other kids who are all very kid-like and energetic and talkative.
Okay, I think so. The three of you are like talking together, right? Kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
They're talking and Lucy's
And you're
just
behind
somewhere.
there.
Lucy's there, like,
Okay.
yeah, I'm part of this conversation too, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'll
She's standing in the circle, but also holding a book.
right. I think
Classic.
my mom will have lifted my bike out of the bed of the car, and I think I'll like come running over, and Spark will be bounding along. We just like run up, and go like, and then there's the moment where you're like, oh, these are actually people.
Sup, little
Hi,
buddy? Your
I'm
bike's pretty
Spencer.
cool.
Huh?
Spencer,
Your
yeah?
bike's pretty cool.
Oh, thanks.
Kaiden.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you going? Are you going to camp?
I mean, why else would it be here?
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, you're the kid that found our puppy last year.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for returning my dog. She is very slippery and likes to run around.
Oh sure, Spark found her.
Yeah, I think Spark and Pookie made friends, but my mom said I had to keep her at home because she's too young.
Right.
And she
Yeah,
works at
I
is
get
Spark
it.
is Spark in the
Spark is
area?
there and is like runs up to you, like kind of dives on you a little bit.
Oh my! Oh my! I forgot how friendly Spark is. Hey,
Yeah, Spark
hi,
has a lot of friends.
hi, hi. And I think you see Lucy kind of just like Spark knocked her over and she like fell back and like basically is sitting down on the ground. She got knocked over and fell on her butt and got knocked over by Spark. So she's basically just like petting Spark and just like, yep, lots of energy. And she's just trying to like Lucy is not very tall. So, you know, it's however big this dog is, she's not very tall at all. So she's just trying to little help underneath
Oh,
underneath the dog.
I'm so sorry, Spark, come here. Come on. You can knock people over. I'm
It
sorry, he's just so excited to be here.
it
It's
takes
okay.
a
It's
second
okay.
before Spark kind of like realizes, oh wait, I mean being called, okay, and goes over to you.
Yeah, I think as all that is happening, Kaiden is like bent down and is like pinning a playing card to like one of the parts of things, so it clicks in the back wheel of the bike while Spencer rides it. And is like trying to do it without anybody noticing, but probably being the tallest out of the four of us. Like when my height is gone, it's kind of like noticeable.
Oh, yeah, Nico's watching him like the entire time. Okay.
kind of just like
Yeah.
And when he's done, he kind of like stands up and is like, so Spencer, what are you most excited for? You've been to camp before?
No, I've never been to camp before. This is my first time, and I'm most excited for playing robots. I don't know if we're going to play robots, but if we're going to play robots, I'm like super excited. And I heard sometimes there's also like games in the dark.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's so cool. And maybe there's a fire, and I really like fires. But I also really like swimming. I'm really into swimming, and I like riding my bike, and I really like Spark, and I like playing with Spark, and maybe other people want to play with Spark, and that would be so cool. And I heard maybe there's going to be pizza. That would be really cool.
Yeah, there's pizza on Fridays, and there's a campfire on the Fridays too.
Pizza and campfire on one day?
Yeah, and sometimes the counselors put on like skits for us. It's really funny.
I'm most excited for everything.
That sounds
Spencer,
about
can I just
right.
ask you a question real quick? Do you breathe?
Yeah, but
Okay.
sometimes my mom has to remind me to do it.
Okay.
I mean, Nico, I used to be like that. Remember?
Yeah, but it's been a while. I'm not used to it anymore.
That's true.
Like what?
Excitable.
Yeah, loud.
I'm
Okay.
still
Forgetting that
loud.
oxygen is a thing.
Yeah. It is.
Oh boy. And Lucy just like pulls the straps on her backpack and whatever her like small rolly wheelie suitcase is, she just starts walking away from the group to get on the bus. She's just
Poor
like,
Lucy.
this is a lot. I'm gonna go put my bags in the bus. And she's just like she just starts like, um wherever the counselors and all of the adult looking people are, she's gonna start following directions like, here, load your bags or whatever. And she starts.
Yeah, perfect. You kind of, as like you head to the nearest responsible adult, and everyone also starts slowly making their way to the bus. There's like this, um, not like they're like a young adult, probably like early 20s. This like young woman with like really bright like blonde hair with like colored rainbow streaks in it, who's trying her very best to get everyone to listen to her. Like, okay, now please, kids, get in the bus. Oh, okay, Lucy, you're the first person on the bus. Everyone else is just chaotic, but eventually, they all kind of get on, and it's like, this is like school bus levels.
If
Oh yeah,
Lucy
yeah.
is the yes, if Lucy is the first one on the bus, she gets on and she sprints all the way to the back and just hides in the corner.
Smart girl,
Yeah.
saving our seats.
That's good, actually. Yeah, they're the best seats on the bus.
Yeah.
And
And I feel like
Lucy,
everybody knows that if people sit in the back seat, Kai's
Yeah.
gonna bait them up. So like the back seat's already left alone anyway.
when you get there, you just see like a horse girl book and just
Love it.
like the top of her head, the top like her black hair, just like she's behind a horse girl book.
We can always count on you to save our seats, Luce.
And she like moves over to the window to make room for whoever wants to sit there.
Spencer, join us in the back.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
yeah, and there'll be plenty of room for Spark.
Okay.
And
That's
you
smart.
see Lucy like waving at you to come over, Spencer.
Truly, just like Spencer is so happy to be asked to sit. It's like very clear, like getting onto the bus, being like, "Oh my god, where am I going to sit?" And then being invited, he's just like big smile, just bounding over, so happy.
I also feel like Spencer being invited causes all the other kids to get on to be like, oh, well, we can't mess with that one now.
He's protected.
He's
They're
protected.
Like they see
Like-
Spencer, they're like, fresh meat. See Kaiden, and like, we're not doing this today.
No.
So when they approach, Lucy is offering the seat next to her to them and actually inviting them.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. And slowly the bus like starts up. Like the responsible adult counselor who's there for a moment looks at Spark and is like, is that a lot? Well, I can't send the dog back anymore. So this is a problem for someone else.
It's allowed. Kind of just speaks up like, it's allowed.
Yeah,
Looks at-
it's a new law they added this year.
You're really gonna say no to a dog being at camp? Come on.
Oh,
You can pet it too.
really?
You
Are
can
we
play
talking
with
about
it
Spark?
too.
Lucy clears her throat and cites a regulation from the camp handbook. Like she says, "Oh, it was added to this year's handbook that children are allowed to bring one pet," and she like spouts off the actual regulation number and everything.
Yeah, see?
Fine, okay, that's all right. I didn't know anyone actually read those.
Also, if Sparks goes, I go too. Can't send him home. Otherwise, you'll have to send me home too.
she's shocked. Like this child who is like so calm and peaceful, standing up for the dog, and she smiles. It's like, well, I can't break up a group, can I?
No.
No.
Spark is very well behaved. I promise. You can just tell him what he can and cannot do, and he will listen.
Also, I've beaten up adults before. I'll do it again.
Silence.
Great.
Sorry.
It's
Terrifying.
been 5 minutes. It's been 5 minutes. Can you
5
wait?
minutes.
No.
Can you hold it in? Can you just hold it in?
I don't think I can.
Can you wait until we're at camp? Like at least.
Yeah, that's right. Sit in the front of the bus, Joey.
Joey
I'm like
passing
glaring.
by, and he's got like this greasy hair, and like he would probably look
Oh.
normal. He just like has this nasty look on his face. He sees you then sees Kaiden, and is like, I don't want to do this right now. And just
Yeah, Kaiden does like that lurch forward as he looks like, come on, do something.
he like, trips a little bit. It's like, I'll get you later. Later.
Sure you will.
Right.
Is he
Lucy-
coming too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Spark doesn't like him.
nobody does.
Nobody likes him.
Join the club.
Everybody, Kaiden and Lucy at the same time, they both go, nobody
Yeah.
likes him.
Nobody does.
Just collectively.
Okay.
And then when Lucy gets settled back onto her seat after talking to the adult, she just says, I was kind of hoping to trick them into letting me go home.
Oh, you went about that in the wrong way.
Lucy, we've talked about this.
I'm not
And
really
you
a
alwa-
camp person.
Yeah, but you
I-
always end up having fun here.
But I'm not like an actual horse girl. I just read about horse girls. There's
That's
a difference.
fine. I'll make friendship bracelets with you one day.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. And it's at this point when the bus starts off, the counselor is there kind of saying, remember to fasten your seatbelts and we'll be there. It won't take too long, etc., etc. And for the most part, the journey seems like it's pretty uneventful. Until like partway through it, like after like maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes, kind of that kind of time. Everything, it's less like like when lightning strikes when it's dark out and everything gets really bright for a second and before it disappears. It's like that but reversed. Like everything gets like super dark for just a split second, and it does that like 2 or 3 times, and nobody else in the bus seems to notice it.
Y'all
Did you
saw
see
that,
that?
right?
Yeah.
Spark is growling.
Oh,
Spark, what's
no.
going on? Do you think it's aliens?
I don't think it's aliens.
Maybe it's robots.
It could be robots.
That I believe.
Joey leans back like, what are you guys talking about?
Shut up!
Joey, no one said anything to you. Why are you injecting into the conversation?
Stop listening in on conversation. It's weird.
Shh.
Why people don't like you, Joey?
Looks like people don't like you, Nico.
I don't inject into conversations.
I
It's not my
punched Joey.
business.
Immediate
Kaiden!
fight breaks out. You hear some other kids like, whoa!
Shut up, Joey.
Like Nico would step in, but also Joey kind of deserves it. So they just kind of like turn to look out the window instead and just completely ignore everything that's happening behind them.
Joey like gets up and he's like scrambling away, but he's staying like, oh, you wanna go? You wanna go, Kaiden? You wanna go? Let's. And then the lightning flashes again, and everybody else in the bus is gone. It's just you guys.
Okay, that I definitely saw.
Where'd everybody go?
I think it might be aliens after all.
I mean, that was really cool, but I mean,
I'm also really happy that Joey's gone, but like,
everyone else.
I
can
mean, no
come
great
back.
loss.
But
who's driving
nobody
the
else
bus
did
now?
anything.
Yeah, like,
I run
is the
up
bus
to the
still
front of the
moving?
bus.
The bus is still moving, which is a good bad news actually, because it's still moving, but there's no driver. And you see it. It's you're going straight at this moment. Like it's the path had been pretty mountainous, but this is like going through a tunnel, and it's kind of slowly veering to the side, just a little bit.
I'm gonna go up and try to like do it, like drive. I'm 16. I should be learning how to drive.
You in theory know how to do
Yeah.
this.
Not a bus, but like in
How different can
theory.
it be, you know?
Yeah.
You get in the driver's seat and try to like keep it controlled. You look, it's manual, and you're like, okay, I've done this like once or twice. And as it exits the tunnel, everything just looks weird. Like you're on this road, but where there was the mountain and the forest on the other side and just hills and lovely greenery, you see there's like binary code and writing in one side, and the other side just this bright white light, and floating in between it everywhere there's like some traffic lights, a street sign, what looks like weird icons for like apps and computer programs, and just random nonsense.
Guys, I don't think we're going to camp anymore.
Really, what gave you that impression?
See, Lucy?
Sarcasm's not appreciated.
You see
Sorry,
Lucy light up.
sorry.
You see Lucy light up and says, "Really? Do you think we can get home?"
Home might be a little far from here.
And as you say, it's a
Spencer
little...
puts.
Oh yeah.
No, sorry. Spencer puts Spark in his seat and puts the seatbelt on and goes like, "Stay!" And I would like to run to the front of the bus and ask Kaiden, "Do you need help? I know how to drive a stick."
You know how to drive stick?
What do you mean?
Let's drive her truck.
What? I can.
How old are you?
Spencer, it's okay. I can do it. Just stay safe.
Okay. I cannot reach the pedal and the thing at the same time, but I know how it works.
It's okay. I can reach both at the same time and do it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Amazing.
No, not the 11-year-old.
My mom drives an old sports car, so I'm learning to drive stick.
Okay. Okay.
It's at this point, two things happen. The first is that you hear a voice, and it's kind of like cutting in and out, like there's like static or a bad connection. It starts off like, "Oh, chosen, present spreading, this world." That's the first thing. And the second thing is, while that happens, the road under the bus disappears and the whole bus lurches and falls. And I'll need our first little skill test of the game.
Oh god.
Okay.
Nothing
What are we
bad can
rolling?
happen, I lie. We will be rolling. I keep.
Why would you lie to children?
Yeah.
How
You're a
dare you lie
bad
to
role
children?
model.
I'm going to need either a reflex or spirit test, whichever you think is more appropriate to not get slammed into the side of the bus horribly.
If I
Grief.
use reflex, can I add a die to my pool for hardy? For my talent?
Absolutely.
It's still less than spirit, but that is what Spencer would do, I think.
Here's what Spencer would do. That checks out.
Cool.
I have first aid as a talent for after we fall.
You're there for the
Yeah.
aftermath.
It needs to be a 4 to be a success, right?
Yes, 4 and above is success. So you can get, any one of the dice that's 4
You add
plus.
you add it, right?
Yeah.
To
No,
your reflex? Okay.
Oh, wait,
Oh, wait,
whatever your
each
reflex is,
die-
that's how many die that you can roll. You essentially want
And
to
then
roll
each-
as many
Ah!
Yeah, it's a dice pool system.
so it's
Oh, okay.
4
And
and
then
above. I have 2 successes or 2.
Two
Uh,
successes, sick.
Can I add a die for tough as nails?
Absolutely, checks out. You've been in worse scrapes than this. You can win a fight with a bus.
I rolled one success.
So wait, so also my type feature is don't mess with me. I gain boost whenever attempting to attest to show how tough I am, defy authority, or conceal the truth. I'm definitely showing how tough I am at this point.
Yes.
So tough falling in a falling bus.
I have 3 successes.
3 successes, 2 successes, 1. And
Yeah,
Spencer.
2 4s and a 5.
I mean,
Oh, no.
would you let me boost? Because my type feature is like I care, gain a boost when attempting a test to play it cool. Nico is just like blank faced, really tightly holding onto a seat, like, this is great.
The image of that
Life
is
is
so
good.
spectacular that yes, I think I'll allow that. That's so.
Okay, I have a question.
I rolled another fail, it's fine.
Oh no!
These dice suck.
Yes, Lucy.
Lucy's okay, I want to use my type feature too. I'm being left out. Lucy's Lucy's whole thing is gain a boost whenever you attempt a test to encourage. Oh, I guess I would have to. The test is to encourage someone. I was like, I want to give someone else a boost, but I can't right now because we're falling. Okay, I was like, wait, that's not how that works. Sorry.
Unfortunate.
Do I need to roll for Spark?
Good question. Yeah, I think you would. In Spark's case, he'd be rolling heart, I think, is what it would be.
Heart, not agility?
And
then is it the... So he has 4 hearts? Does that mean 4...
It'd be 4
die?
dice, yeah. What agility?
Can he be boosted because he's wearing a seatbelt?
Sure, you put the seatbelt in. You did put a seatbelt on it.
Seatbelt, so we can be safe.
Safety first.
So
Safety first.
a boost means that a success is on a 3 or higher, right? That's what
Yeah.
boost means? Okay.
Oh, then I had 4 successes.
Oh!
Because I had 1 3 also. Out of the 5 die. I rolled a 2, 2 4s, a 5, and a 3.
Oh, believe for you.
That's
I rolled 2 1s, 2 2s.
I'm
and a six.
driving, so it's good that I have a lot of successes, okay?
It's 2 successes for Spark.
Nice. Okay, so it is very chaotic. So this is what happened. As the bus is kind of tumbling, you're not sure what it's hitting because there's nothing out here apart from floating stop signs, apparently. But as it's kind of tumbling and rolling by, Kaiden, you're totally fine. Like, this kind of hurts, but you're holding on to the wheel tight. You're okay. Lucy, you're also mostly intact. It's rough, but partway through you grab onto like a seat. You're just kind of clinging on. Spencer, what did you get, Spencer?
0.
Oh, right. So,
Oh no.
Spencer
no,
and
little
Nico,
buddy.
not having as great a time, as you're just kind of everywhere, just bouncing around everywhere. Nico, you're trying to be cool, like your face is not showing any expression, like, yeah, it's all right.
Things are hitting Nico in the face, and they're just like, great. Like their hands are tightening on the seat. Like every time something else hits them, like, love this.
Eventually, the bus.
Spencer was just standing in the middle of the thing as well.
Spencer's rolling around.
Yeah.
This
Having a
isn't
great
even-
time.
This isn't even unusual for Spencer. But eventually the bus comes to a stop, sliding to like kind of on its side a little bit, as all this dust and debris is kind of like blowing up in the air around you, essentially. But it seems whatever was going on seems to have stopped. Those of you who did not do super well, Nico and Spencer, how mean do I want to be? It's the first session.
First session,
Please
and
don't
we're
be mean to
children.
me.
I'm ready for it.
Ready for it? I'll say you two just drop 2 stamina. Yeah, that should be okay. That should be fine. You'll be okay.
Casual 2 stamina.
Casual.
Just 2. That's good.
Just two.
Just two. But as the dust kind of clears, what do y'all do? Do any of you try to climb out, get up, make sure everyone's okay?
Um, y- yeah, Lucy's gonna check to see if anyone's hurt. Is everybody okay?
So the bus is on its side, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was
Okay,
in the
so I don't have to
front.
worry about putting it in park. Okay. That's what I was
That's the
Real.
least you'll learn right now.
I think I will also. I'll check on Spencer because Spencer was up by me.
Mhm.
Spencer is crawling over the chairs as fast as possible to get to Spark in the back of the bus, just screaming, "Spark!
Spencer, are you okay, buddy?
Spark!"
Park.
I think they're good.
Nico, you good?
Nico has like bruise right at the temple where something really hard hit them, and they're just like, "Yeah, I'm great, great."
Okay.
They're also like checking that their Tamagotchi that they attached to one of the belt loops, like a carabiner, is like okay and intact.
Yeah, it's totally
Like everything electronic on them is like, is it good? Everything good?
Yeah.
Nothing broken.
I'm gonna open like the door on the bus, and then I'll crawl over, and I'm gonna open the window next to the emergency window. I'm gonna pull it and lift up and kick it out.
Nice.
And then go to the back to open the back emergency door so that we have 3 ways to get out of the bus.
We'll get to all the things you're seeing as you open that in a minute. First, Spencer, your doggo is perfectly fine, and as soon as you kind of get them and you like get close, they like start like licking like where you've like scraped your knee a little bit from all that.
Hey, buddy, I'm okay. Are you okay?
Kind of lets out a little happy yelp. If anything, he seems to be having a good time.
Okay, good. Me too, buddy. Me too.
Lucy, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. And she's pulling out her first aid kit from her backpack. She's like, anybody need to get patched up? And she goes and like checks in with everyone.
As
I think
you're
Kaiden like pokes the bruise on Nico's forehead and is like, "That's gnarly."
What are you doing?
It's
Why are you like this? Why do you do the things that you do? Leave it alone.
Lucy just says, do you need anything? I won't touch it if you don't want me to.
No, I'm fine. And like
Okay.
Nico's like bassing away Kaiden's hand repeatedly. Every time we try to get it, I was like, no,
you should
no,
try to like
no,
painkillers.
stop it. I'm good.
You sure?
Just stop touching it and I'll be fine. I'll be good.
That's gnarly.
Yeah.
It's
Great. Thanks for the opinion. Stop touching it. Making it worse.
It's this point where, as you kind of now realize that everyone's mostly okay, and Kaiden would have seen it first, probably Lucy second, just because very attentive whilst everyone is being noisy. Outside looks weird. Like for a moment, it seems like, oh, we made it to camp after all. You can see trees. That's nice. But then you like look down, and you're like on like some bark, like from like a really big tree, and like, oh, that's weird. And you look around, and you're on like a gigantic tree stump. I think is the best way to describe it. Just this huge tree. And when you look up at like the sky above, everything looks like sky, but you see like little thin like wires, like little like the lines on like computer chips and stuff like that, kind of just vaguely visible in the sky. So, you know, it's a little weird.
Lucy makes a face, and then she just says, it looks like outside. I don't like it outside.
Yeah, but this isn't like normal outside. We don't have trees this big, I say as I'm stomping on the stump, having gone out of the bus.
Oh wow, that is really big.
And as you're like
Cool.
all getting out and examining this gigantic looking tree, you do see kind of vaguely behind the bus. You're not entirely sure. There's like it looks like a giant like wooden like it's like made of vines. This like a big ring, kind of like a gate almost. That is sparking slightly with like some kind of light. You're not sure what's powering it before it turns off and is just empty space.
Nico is like putting one arm through it and back to see what it does, and I'm assuming just through a nothingness.
Yep.
It's just like the other side.
Just nothing.
Empty air. Cool. Well, that doesn't seem great for any of us.
Kaiden really wants to like stick their head through it.
I double dare you to.
Okay, Kaiden sticks their head through to look around.
You stick your head through it, and you can kind of feel like the hair in the back of your neck kind of stand up, but nothing happens beyond that. It's like almost like it's kind of staticky.
Nico is really tempted to push them, but she won't.
That felt weird.
Felt
staticky.
Oh.
Before you get the opportunity to possibly push him in, you all hear a voice from the opposite end of like the opposite side of the bus, like, "Ah! What's this? What's going? Huh? How did this get here?" And a small figure turns, that kind of like walks around the bus and sees you, and it's like, this looks kind of like a little kid in like a weird jumpsuit. But something just feels weird about this guy, to put it simply. Hang on, I gotta find this freaking description.
How little is this kid?
This kid looks like they're like 6 oldest, and they're wearing like this really big like helmet looking thing that covers their eyes, and they're in like a big white jumpsuit. It looks like they've got like a fake pair of like little wings on the back of the suit, like little golden tiny bird wings.
Okay.
Kaiden's like fists up, ready to fight.
Nico quietly presses down on the fist, like, not right this second. Let's wait. Let's give it a minute.
Lucy just whispers, "Looks like a 6-year-old. You're just gonna beat up a 6-year-old?"
I've met some
That's
pretty
not
vicious
cool.
6-year-olds.
Yeah, when you were like 6.
Oh no, now.
Don't beat up little kids.
I'm not a kid, and you're weird.
You're weird.
I think Spencer will just walk up and go, "Hi, I'm Spencer. I like your wings."
Oh, hi, I'm Luxmon, and he extends like a hand to shake yours. And at this point, as you shake his hand, he's got 3 fingers. It's just 3 big fingers.
Amazing.
Okay, I take back the stopping. Maybe you should be listening.
I think I'm gonna walk forward and like tower over this thing and be like, where are we?
Oh, where? How did you get here and not know where you are? Well, you're in the World Tree. Well, former World Tree, but that's a long story, and Chaemon gets sad when we talk about it. But yeah, we're in the World Tree.
Wait. The World Tree? Like Norse mythology?
What's Norse?
You guys like physically see the gears turning in Kaiden's brain, like there's smoke kind of coming out. Like,
how did that work out for you?
I don't know how to explain this.
We got here by bus.
Bus? Oh, that vehicle over there?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not supposed to be on its side.
Oh. Really? I thought it was some kind of like boat.
Kinda.
No.
It's a boat for the road.
A road boat. Yeah, that's cool.
A road boat. Mm-hmm.
You're really weird. What area are you from? I can't even. And like, his eyes are covered, so you can't tell for sure. But you swear he's like squinting at you, and it's like, I don't know what. Hmm. You're not dragons, are you? I've never met a dragon. Maybe, and you look
No,
weird, so maybe
we're-
you're dragons.
No.
We're humans.
I wish I was a dragon.
Yeah,
Humans?
that'd be pretty cool. Human.
Man.
Man. Human.
Human. Like a man, but Hugh. We have Numamon. Is that the same? Numaman?
No.
Am I Lux
No.
Man?
Like,
No.
no.
Anyway, you're all
This is
really
hurting
lost.
my
clearly.
brain.
You're all super lost, clearly. How about I take you and show you the rest? You seem. I don't know how you got here, but you don't seem like you want to fight, except maybe that guy.
Lucy,
I always want to fight. It's nothing new.
Lucy just
Oh.
says, "You'll get used to it."
I hope
As long as
so.
you don't cause a problem, I won't fight you.
Then we're friends. All right, this way, this way, this way. And he kind of like
Sure.
rushes off and expects you to follow him.
Wait! Kaiden's running.
And Nico
Lucy-
pauses to like make sure, like, grab their bag and Kaiden's duffel in case we don't want to leave stuff behind.
Yeah, Lucy has her backpack and her like first aid kit stuff, and the one thing that would surprise most people who don't know Lucy is that she is actually surprisingly fast. Like if she were actually like inclined to be active, she would probably be like in track and field and like a sprinter. Except she doesn't like running or being outside. So, but she runs. She can run really fast, actually. So she just runs to follow this thing.
You have
Spencer quickly gets their bike from the bus and then follows.
Nice.
Nico never runs. It's just like a fast walk.
Hands in pockets and everything.
Yeah. Like head down a little bit, just like the brim of the cap, just high enough that they can see people's feet to see that they're definitely following everyone still, but like it's a fast walk at best.
Perfect.
Hilarious. Amazing.
As you're all kind of making your way following this creature. Nico, you said you're making sure everyone had this stuff, so you would notice this really quickly. Your weird little Tamagotchi starts flashing on like its little screen.
Nico immediately is like, "Is it still okay? Like, is it glitching? Is it something wrong? Like, it's been with them for so many years. They will cry if it's broken."
So it's not broken. Now, whether or not something's wrong is hard to tell because this thing, like, it's got like an LED. It's got like a screen, but doesn't like it's not backlit, right? And yet, for some reason, the screen is lit up, and you see on the screen a little image of the little guy that's leading you around places, and it just shows like his name, and I'm Luxmon, basic stage. Vaccine type kind of popping up on your little screen, which is a little unusual. That's not meant to happen.
That's really weird. I've never seen words on this before.
What?
And they're definitely like talking mostly to themselves because I'm assuming everyone else is running so much faster ahead of them. I'm just like, huh.
Kaiden's running, but I think the one voice that Kaiden would pick up is Nico's, and just kind of like turns and stops and is like, "What?
Look!" And show.
You still have that thing?
Word. Obviously! Who do you think I am?
Why does it have words on it? It's not what?
I don't know. It's just like flashing weird. Like, he said his name was Luxmon, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it says on the thing.
That's so weird.
And you guys can like put it in front of Kaiden to see whether it picks anything up from Kaiden. Like, is it like a weird? Is it become a detector? I don't.
You hold it up and it doesn't seem to do anything else on Kaiden. And after a few seconds, the image that was there just a moment ago disappears, and it's back to well, it would be back to your Tamagotchi, but they're gone. They're not dead. There's no tombstone symbol. They're just not there.
Oh, you fucked it up.
Me?
You're the only one that touches it.
What about you driving? Maybe that's what you're driving led to the crash. The crash probably messed it up. So really, it's your fault.
I didn't. It didn't lead to the crash. First of all, we were already crashing. I was just in the seat.
Well, you took that responsibility onto yourself.
Okay.
So...
Well, was I gonna let an 11-year-old take the responsibility?
Oh my gosh. It's at this point that you've all kind of been like walking for a little bit, and things are just getting weirder and weirder. Eventually, Luxmon slows down, and Lucy and Spencer catch up first because Spencer's on a bike and Lucy's fast, and then everyone else. And this whole area, it's like a whole village that's kind of like built with like interlocking like bridges connecting different parts of this tree. Like inside the tree is mostly hollowed out, and there's like little small houses and little areas kind of built into it essentially. But none of the inhabitants are like humans here. You see a couple of like just straight up like fairies, little teeny tiny pixies that float around in confusion and then disappear to wherever they go. You see some giant like living snails with like surprisingly human looking teeth, which is really weird.
Ooh, I hate those things. Oh,
No. Mm-mm.
I remember those and I hate them.
It's just weird nonsense everywhere. A lot of these creatures kind of like stay away from you, but a bunch of the more curious ones all kind of like start to hover and crowd around, like, whoa, those are some weird looking Digimon. What? Where are they from? What are they? Is that an Angemon? Is that a Devimon? And this kind of like very confused.
Digimon. Kind of just like, Digimon. What?
I think the guy that might have more answers for you is over here. And Luxmon kind of comes to a stop. And there's like a big like a kind of like an opening at the like base of the tree now. Like you've been going down the whole time. And right in the middle of this big hollowed out tree is a slightly smaller tree. Like this is still like a good like 2-3 stories tall looking oak tree kind of thing.
Treeception.
It's treeception. And it's kind of like partially fused into the bigger tree and partially not. And as you kind of approach it, Luxmon points at it and says, yeah, so ask him whatever and he'll tell you what you want.
I think when Luxmon stops Lucy, like, because she was going so quickly, when she tries to stop, she falls backwards and just falls on her butt again, and she's like, damn, I really gotta stop doing that. And she picks herself up and she looks at Luxmon and says, you want us to talk to the tree?
Yeah.
Trees can talk.
And you.
Hi, I'm Spencer.
Why, hello! What good manners you have.
The power of an 11-year-old man.
I hate the bravery on this kid.
The tree. Slowly you hear the creaking of wood and a couple of like branches fall out. One which Spark immediately like bites and starts chewing on. And this tree.
Pretty sure I've seen a horror movie like this. I didn't says that out loud.
Even better. It's a good thing Luxmon does not know what a horror movie even is. But this tree kind of opens its eyes, and it's just got these bright glowing yellow eyes, and some of like its branches that had like leaves and stuff like that on it kind of like curl in and make what almost looks like a mustache. Um, and this tree looks at you. Uh, ah, children, human children, how rare. It's been so long since the last ones arrived at my glade.
But
So this guy knows what humans are.
the rest of them don't.
Oh, that's
Now, I'm not saying that seems suspicious, but it seems suspicious.
You're not gonna eat us, are you?
Oh, no, no. You have so little nutritional value. I would never.
Lucy stands up from her seated position because she fell on her butt, and she just says, so we don't know how we got here. Do you know?
That's an excellent question. Normally in the past, the World Tree would summon warriors in times of great need, but you are all neither warriors, nor is the World Tree in the state it once was.
That sounds like fighting's involved. I like this.
Grand adventures often have a bit of fighting, but hopefully not this one.
Oh.
He looks at Lucy for a moment, like, are you all right, young lady? You seem to have taken quite a fall there.
Okay, not the first time, won't be the last. I can patch myself up. I know first aid. She looks kind of concerned and she says, do you know how to send us home?
That's a. Sending you home is almost definitely beyond my individual powers, but I can probably assist you to send you to places that might. However, are you sure that is what you truly wish?
Yeah. We're supposed to be
Wow.
going to summer camp.
Yeah, we
Wow.
had plans.
Wow.
I was gonna beat up Joey all summer.
Spencer was gonna play robots.
Kids these days.
I was gonna play
my mom,
robots.
my mom said I had to go to camp for 2 weeks.
Wait, you're only staying for 2 weeks?
Yeah, I made a deal with her.
Wait, but then we're gonna be out of 4th. How are we gonna compete in the games at the end of camp?
Look,
Spark and play.
I don't do outside, Kaiden. You know that.
Yeah, I know. You were the art portion of the games.
Oh yeah.
The part that's inside.
It's fine. If we don't get to camp, it's not even a problem. We're not even anywhere near camp right now. And she
Which in itself is a problem.
Yeah. Though if I'm
Okay,
here, I can't fight to where my mom would find out, and I can't get in trouble for fighting if I'm here. So this might not be as bad as it sounds.
Yeah, but Joey's not here for you to fight.
Joey's not even here. Where's the fun in that?
Yeah.
True.
Tree, Miss.
Yes.
I don't know your name.
My
Tree.
name is Cherrymon. Pleasure to meet you.
Cherrymon?
Cherrymon.
That's a dope ass name.
I'm surprised Kaiden
I
wasn't
was-
the first one to curse.
Oh. Is that cursing?
Ass is
Yeah.
a curse word, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
well,
we won't tell anyone.
I don't care.
I
Curse
didn't
away.
know.
There's
My
no
mom says
adults
I
here.
shouldn't curse, but also we say ass all the time.
It's okay. No one's gonna tell on. No one's gonna tell you, Spencer.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're safe
Cherrymon?
with us.
Okay. You said something about an adventure. Are we on an adventure right now?
Well,
Because I kind of want to go home, but I also kind of want to go on
Wait.
an adventure.
I've seen anime like this. Are we being isekai'd right now?
Cherrymon, in his infinite wisdom, takes a moment trying to understand what that could possibly mean. And it's like, yes?
Sorry, isekai means brought to another world.
Ah!
That's exactly what happened.
That makes sense. Then that confirms it. You're all from the analog world, or human world, I suppose.
Analog world.
No, we're from
Yeah.
Somewhereville.
Somewhere, Bill.
Was that what it was called? I don't remember.
Yeah, that's what I said. Somewheresville. Did it to myself.
Yeah.
Somewheresville.
Somersville.
We're
Somewhere.
from
Really famous town.
Somewhereville. We got here by rowboat.
Well, currently you're in the digital world in what was once long ago known as File Island. So at this point, with the current state of this place, I don't know where this is really located anymore. This
Wait,
place,
all of the things out in the village were saying Digimon. Does that mean digital monsters?
you catch on quick. Whereas in your world, everything is made out of the fundamental matter, molecules, hydrogen, helium, protons, atoms. In the digital world, everything here is made out of information, ideas, what you would understand as data. Though, to be fair, we're a lot more than what your simple computer programs.
So we're in a computer.
Yeah.
Luxmon is like, no! I mean, no! You just said we're not computers.
Wait,
I mean, I don't
wait,
think.
wait. Nico, hold up
Yeah.
your Tamagotchi to Cherrymon.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah. I think I kind of like puts it on Cheryl and also puts it on like the other like Digimon, the different looking ones around.
You hold it up to Cherrymon and it beeps up, and his art pops up on the little device. Cherrymon, Ultra Stage, Vaccine Type. Unfortunately, it seems like it starts trying to give you more information, and then it sparks out and goes dark and goes back to the scene to where your Digimon would be, where your Tamagotchi would be, but it's not.
That thing's so old, it's not going to
You
give us all
made
the
it!
information.
You made me do that, and it broke it more.
Cherrymon's eyes widen, and despite the fact that he is literally rooted into the ground, his whole body leans forward to look closer to you. Where did you get that?
I think it was my brother gave it to me. He won it in like one of those crane games about 5 or 6 years ago.
From a game? Do you have any idea what that is?
A Tamagotchi.
The Tamagotchi,
I
right?
Cherrymon like lets out this deep rumbling laugh. The whole ground shakes. Well, I might be able to get you home after all. My friends,
Oh?
what you hold there is a Digivice. Though I've never seen a model quite like that before. And if you have
So it's like retro?
So, but why does Nico only have one? That's unfair. Shouldn't we all of us have one?
That is
because I'm better than you.
Because
okay. Next time I'll just let you fight Joey by yourself, and then tell me you're better than me.
Here, let's not take it that far.
As the two of you are kind of arguing, coming from the Digivice, you hear that same voice from before, but now it sounds louder and clearer. It's still not perfect, but you start to hear, "Oh, chosen children, our world is in. A dark presence is spreading its influence, tearing apart all that Journey across the world, gather your strength, and then it cuts out, and you see on it a compass looking thing with an arrow pointing in a direction.
Okay. Something definitely happened to this when we came here.
Part of me wants to check my pockets to see if I have like I mean, Kaiden's watched anime and like stuff like that, so like sometimes people just magically have things that they didn't realize they had when they like get isekai. So he's like checking all of his pockets to see if he has one of those things.
Right. You check all your pockets like this has to be. There's nothing there. Disappointing.
I don't know
Lucy
what to tell you.
Dude.
Lucy looks at Nico, looks at them, and says, "What does it say now?"
It's just a blank screen.
You,
With like, there's nothing there.
you see, it's blank, and then every few seconds, it just pops up that compass pointing direction and fades away
Yeah.
again.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I feel like we should follow the arrow.
It's a quest.
I agree.
Spark yelps like in excitement
You-
and like stands at
Usually
full
when-
attention.
When the main character gets isekai, it's because there's a quest that they have to finish.
So am I the main character?
Well, all of us are the main character. We're a group. We
Oh,
all
okay.
got isekai.
Alright.
But you're the one that had a device that
I'm the one with the thing.
Oh yeah,
Oh, we like
Nico's
Nico, I'm gonna poke your bruise again.
Fine. Let's follow the arrow.
Cherrymon kind of looks at Lucy, like looks at Nico and Kaiden's antics, looks at Lucy, looks at Spencer, looks at Spark with like a really amused expression. I'll start with that one. Beast, can you hear me? And Spark kind of like barks. This came from your world as well?
Yeah, this is Spark. Say hi, Spark.
Spark
Nico,
holds
Spark.
out a paw almost to like his head a little bit before it goes back down, like a little salute. Took forever to learn the trick.
Dogs don't do that normally.
Spark's not a normal dog.
does that mean?
I'm like batting Nico's arm. Scan the dog. Scan the
Right,
dog.
okay, right. Yeah. I'm gonna hold it up to Spark.
You hold it up to Spark, and it takes a bit longer this time with Spark. It takes a second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and then eventually, bloop. Damn it, I gotta find the name again. Sparkamon. Basic
Sparkamon.
stage. It seems
He's
that
a
there's like it
Digimon?
tries to do the same thing again, where it tries to get more information, and even has an even bigger reaction than before, where the whole thing fritzes out and goes completely dark for like a good 30 seconds.
Oh, maybe you need to update it.
You know what? Get one your own.
Luxmon's like, no
Cherrymon,
fighting,
how
please.
do I get one of these things?
Cherrymon kind of thinks about it a little bit and it's like, following that's probably seemed like the quickest way. If you can find one of those, it should help you navigate this world much easier. And then finding a station or gate to escape should be child's play.
Well, there was like a weird fairy ring gate thing by our bus where we came in.
Oh, that gate hasn't been active for at least the past 30 years, so you're not going to get it working anytime soon.
That sounds like a challenge.
He looks at Lucy for a bit. Now, I cannot be the one that tells you what you should or should not do. If once you have devices of your own and can activate gates to escape, you wish to leave, I cannot stop you. But while you're here, I hope you feel welcome in my home.
Lucy just looks at Cherrymon and says, "Your home is very nice. Um, thank you for your hospitality." Um, and then she looks at everyone else and she asks her friends, "Are we doing this?"
I want one of those things.
They're pretty cool.
They are.
Yeah, mine's gonna be cooler than that old Tamagotchi.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. I
Um,
We'll
mean,
see.
hey, the Tamagotchi served you well. I'm not saying it hasn't. And you've taken very good care of it.
I have slaved away to keep this thing alive.
You have. It's like one of the only things like you've stayed on for like our entire friendship.
Yeah. It's
Which
important.
way did it point again? Because the
Uh,
next Digivice is mine.
that way.
I start
I-
running.
I think I was vaguely pointing in the right direction. Like, she's not gonna be mean about it and point in the wrong direction, but
But
it
of
was
course.
random.
You so I'm assuming after a bit you follow in the right direction.
Yeah.
All right. Scrolling to the right page on my notes. As you kind of like make your way through, it seems that word has now gone out to the whole forest, whatever this weird village is. And now some of the more shy Digimon are a little bit more excitable. A small fairy Digimon kind of like flies right up to, we'll say Lucy, since she's probably making the least noise, and like sits on your like shoulder, just hanging out. And just goes a little hi.
Lucy just says hi back and just says, apparently we're looking for Digivices. Do you know where to find one?
This fairy is like, I don't know. I heard that someone was transporting some. I can lead you if you want it to where they're meant to be. Go to if you want.
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'm not the boss of you, but do you want to help?
Always. I'm so helpful.
Do I believe this thing?
do you
Does
wish
this
to
thing,
make
does this thing sound very sketchy? Like, do I
Right?
have bad vibes? Do I have bad vibes?
If you wish, you can make a
vibes?
spirit or logic test to find out, because you should be. You're
I don't
empathetic.
know if I like. I don't. Okay. I would like to. Uh. Oh wait, none of those. Do they work? Encourage others, calm emotions, go out of your way to help those in need. Uh. So if I can I use can I use hate is always foolish to give myself a boost because I am going out of my way to help find the Digivices?
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Oh hell yeah!
What do you get? Ooh, nice.
What are the vibes?
Yeah, this fairy does not have your best interests in heart. Just not in the slightest.
I'm gonna look at this fairy. How big is it?
It's like like yay high. It's tiny.
Okay. How far away is everyone? Has everyone kind of moved ahead?
At this
Just
point, a
curious
little
where
bit,
everyone's at.
like a little bit, like they're like a couple meters away.
Okay. So what happens is without warning or context or anything, she just decks the fairy off her shoulder.
Damn.
Ice cold. The fairy like yeah, and goes like spinning off and grumbling and complaining and saying a lot of curses in some in languages you don't no, before and it's like, I'll get you next time, and flies off.
Do I have a nemesis now?
Yeah, this is your rival.
does Kaiden hear
So
the "I'll
fast.
get you next time"?
No.
Okay, no, I'm just saying because my relationship with Lucy is if anyone messes with this kid, I'll make them regret it.
True.
I was gonna throw a rock at the fairy if I heard that.
Double nemesis.
Wow.
I'm sure you'll see the fairy again soon. Who knows? but
Um. Okay.
but you do kind of follow the direction of this compass for a little bit, until as you're kind of like leaving this giant tree, you look behind you and it's like now you've made some distance from it. It's enormous, and that's with like whatever like parts of it is missing, right? Like this is a tree stump. This thing must have stretched above the clouds themselves when it was still fully grown. It still seems very much alive, just a lot shorter. Um, but ahead of you, everything's kind of good for a bit, and you're following the compass, and till eventually the needle starts to change direction. First, really slowly, then quicker and quicker and quicker, as all of you see in the sky above you, just like a small meteor. It looks like just streaking across the sky and crashing in the middle of the forest. A big boom.
I'm gonna check it out.
Aliens?
Oh my god.
Aliens!
If it is, I'll fight them.
Of course.
Hell yeah, me too! Let's go!
Meanwhile, Lucy's just like casually jogging. She just punched a fairy, so she's just chill. She's just like running. She's following her friends, but like, everyone's freaking out over aliens, and she's just like, I punched a fairy. I'm cool. She's like, I'm good.
I got cool points for this. But as you
Like, Nico's just gonna make sure that is exactly what it's pointing at, and they're not just running off after a meteorite for no reason.
yeah, you can now see that the needle stopped moving and it's pointing straight at the crash site.
Yeah, Lucy sprints to catch up with her friends, so eventually she'll get there. I don't know how much time it'll take for her to catch up to everyone.
Eventually, you manage to catch up right as everyone's kind of making it to the edge of where the crash site was. This would have just been more thick forest, but now it's been like completely cleared out by the meteor itself. So there's like a big gash in the ground where this whatever this was has landed into it. Um, Everything in the forest kind of smells uh like smells of like mint and herbs and stuff like that, but that's all being drowned out by the smell of like burnt like ash and melted some kind of plasticky material from whatever crashed. So it's not a great smell. It's not great at all. um
Oh, that
I'm
smell.
sliding down into the crater.
Chris.
Like, have some awareness of the situation. Have some, just like a little bit.
Lucy just looks down at where Kaiden's going and thinks about following, but just stands there and doesn't move. It's just like,
I'll check it out first. You guys wait up there.
As you slide down into the center of the crater, you see there's like this really what must have once been like a very ornately crafted box. There's like lots of like uh very intricate like symbols that kind of look flowery and a little bit like Norse in design, but it's hard to tell because it's mostly like partially melted. At this point, the top of it has been sheared almost completely off. It did not survive the crash, but the things inside did. As you see what look like a bunch of other Tamagotchis, just like Nico's, except these ones don't have any color. They're like completely gray. Whoops, completely gray.
um,
I'll grab them and bring them up.
You grab them, and it's a little more difficult to climb up while you're holding them in your hands and pockets, but you do. You climb up to the top, and kind of everyone can kind of now see you holding a bunch more of these virtual pets.
I guess
Um,
we all get one now.
Whoa.
Lucy takes one from Kaiden.
As soon as you touch it, the one you and hold the one that you picked up, it goes from that gray to a kind of red color all over. It just
Oh, cool.
Hey, you next, Spence.
Yeah,
I'll
I
hand
take
one
one
to
as well.
Spencer.
Spencer, you grab yours, and what color is yours again? Blue, if I'm remembering correctly. As it turns electric blue.
Yellow.
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 Yes. Yours turns yellow. And sparkles a little bit. And the last one that you're
Looks
holding,
like you, Spark.
Yeah, I'll grab the last one.
and the last one you grab as it turns this electric blue and purple.
Yo, mine's 2 colors. Now whose
Oh,
is
it looks
better,
like your
Nico?
hair.
Oh, yeah.
Spark sniffs the one that you're holding in your hand, Spencer, and then goes over to the others and looks like he's like starts whining a little bit, like something distressing him.
What's wrong, Spark? What's going on?
He's like pawing the others, pawing like the one that's in Nico's hand, I think at this point, just kind of trying to like almost dig something out of it, and just nothing's happening. Obviously, it's much smaller than him.
What
Spark,
is
what are you
it?
doing? I don't
Yeah,
know. Spark, what are
what
you
is he doing?
doing?
He gets partway through, stops, and his ears go like alert. You know, like he's heard something, and he just kind of freezes and looks to the side and starts growling. Um,
I look to the side also.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You all look into that direction, and there's like some bushes and trees, and it seems pretty normal at first. It doesn't seem like anything weird. And the bushes start to rustle and shake. And busting out of the bushes and kind of surrounding you all is like a whole crew, a whole squad of these weird bipedal dog looking creatures. Dog is a strong word. You're not entirely sure what these creatures are. Most of them are yellow and they're wearing like a wolf pelt looking thing and have a horn coming out of them. Some of them are slightly different colors. And leading them is just a big black dog, like just fully like wolf sized, kind of clearly like commanding all of these guys as it's prowling around and looking at you all. And despite being a dog and its mouth not moving at all, it speaks as it says, "So that's where they ended up. Oh."
Am
Oh,
I allowed to fight
What?
now?
what?
it
Lucy hides behind Kaiden.
Its attention snaps to Kaiden. It's like, a fight? You? And all the other creatures all start laughing as well, and they sound like hyenas barking and laughing. And
I reach down into my boot and pull out my pocket knife.
Ooh,
You
this one's
seriously gonna come to camp with that?
I was gonna use it for whittling. I wasn't gonna use it for fighting. But
Oh, okay.
now
But now it's good.
yeah.
I don't think we should fight.
Oh.
And she looks at Lucy looks from behind Kaiden's like a waist or whatever, because I suppose they're way taller. But she just kind of peeks around and just says, "Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we should fight."
Can I scan it with my Digivice?
Yeah, absolutely. You hold up your Digivice to try and scan it, and it takes a second before eventually you see it pop up with, where is it? Doberman Super Stage Virus Type.
Oh.
I don't like the word virus. That doesn't sound great to me.
I also don't like the word virus.
I don't either. I don't
especially
like.
with like digital code.
How many are there of them?
There's one of the big guy, and of the smaller ones, how many are there? That's a great question. Four. Uh, and for the other guys, those guys scan, and you get Gabumon, basic stage, vaccine, and then a second later for the ones that are a different, weirder color, Psychmon, basic stage, data type.
Data, vaccine,
Uh,
virus.
I think Spencer will go just like, "Hi, I'm Spencer. Who are you?"
Woohoo.
Power of an
Which one do you go
11-year-old.
to ask who are you? The
I think the
dog
big
dog?
one, I guess. Yeah,
Nice.
the
You
big black one.
you go to the big black one, and it kind of tries to snap at your hand. And the only reason it doesn't is because Spark kind of pulls you back last second.
Are you hungry? Do you want a granola bar? My mom makes them herself.
I don't
This
think they eat our food, Spence.
Oh, okay.
I am a fan of barbecues. Perhaps I'll find out what you all taste like in a moment. And all of them start their laughter again. And one of the smaller Goblimons like, "Yeah, get him, boss!" And the Dobemon just glares at him like, "Shut up, shut up! I'm trying to be cool."
Wow, that wasn't
Kaiden.
very cool.
Like a little mafia.
Mafia.
I don't think they're very nice.
No, I don't think they
No.
are.
I don't like it
Okay.
here. There's too many of them. Not enough of us.
Well, if only we had, something to help, because I don't know how to fight these things. I don't know if that will work against digital code.
Are
How
there sticks on
unfortunate.
the ground?
Oh
There are
God, no!
sticks.
Don't
It
let
is, of
Spencer
course.
get sticks.
Spencer gets a stick, holds it like
Oh
a
no!
sword.
No.
Oh,
I
Doberman's
mean,
like,
that'll probably work because it's a digital stick in a digital world.
Yeah.
So that'll probably
Lucy.
work.
Lucy starts to feel a little bit anxious now.
Can I look at the
Um,
Digivice and kind of like mess with it a little bit?
you can, and we'll find out what will happen with that in a moment as this pack starts to close in closer, with Doberman preparing to leap at you all. And it is here we will take a 5 minute or 10 minute break actually, and return after, yeah. Will our children not get eaten by the Digimon on their first session? Who knows? And we'll be right back.
That would be nice. That would be ideal.
It would be nice, yeah.
Would be ideal.
Oh, Didi, there's
Enough
no sound.
Wouldn't be a TTRPG stream without technical difficulties.
Right? It's natural. Feels natural, feels right.
Every time. This is going to happen every time. Sick.
Do we need to make like a little note for you?
Little post-it.
Little post-it note.
Like,
Are we good?
We're good. We should be good. Are we good, chat?
Chat, can you hear us? No answers from chat.
So it's only it's specifically.
Okay.
Yeah,
everyone
else,
now.
everyone else, the audio is like different channels, so it's like, all right, they're fine. And mine, because my brain doesn't work nicely, I like once we are in break, I just mute my mic so I don't even have a chance of cross. That's not the way you're meant to do it, but it's how I do it. So anyway, so last off, our Digidestined were being attacked by a bunch of weird doggos that must have been chasing the Digivices as well, and they're very much not friendly at all. So we kind of start off. So brain, work with me again. Kaiden, you want to mess to your Digivice and do something, anything, correct?
Yeah.
You press like there's like a bunch of like weird dials on the side of the there's a bunch of like weird dials on the side of the Digivice itself, and you start like turning things and trying to get things working, just something until eventually like I need some way to deal with this so I can fight these things. And I wonder why that is the case. And you hear a voice saying, "It's been a while, hasn't it? Do you need a hand?"
Yeah.
I think I can sort out those weird dogs over there. Just give me a moment. I have to stretch. And your whole Digivice starts glowing, and just vibrating. At the exact
what? Hello.
At the exact same time, Nico is also getting a similar message coming from your Tamagotchi. As I brain and also think, give me a moment. I'm reading a bunch of things really quickly to make sure I get this right. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Perfect. So it's like, oh boy, looks like those guys are a little rough, huh? I could take care of them. Honest.
Okay, it's never spoken to me before. I don't really know what to do with this.
Oh, you're hearing a voice too?
Yeah. What is yours saying?
Mine said it's been quite a while. Do I need some help? And I said yes.
Mine's saying that it really thinks it can do it. It really thinks it can beat these guys.
And
Lucy looks at her Digivice. Is it talking?
You, as you look at yours and you hear and try and listen, it's like, those guys look kind of dangerous, but I can protect you. I always will.
Okay. Where are you? We could use some protecting right now.
Oh, yeah, okay, give me a... And as he's saying this, the big dog, Doberman, leaps forward, and it looks like it's about to take a bite out of you, Lucy, when your Digivice, all of your Digivices now, including Spencer's, are glowing. And out from Lucy's first, you see something kind of like shoot out and tackle Doberman before the two of them split. So on one side, you've got Doberman who's growling and very confused. And the other side, you have a fish, a creature. It's got like, it's there on like 4 legs and is like its tail is like swishing, like on the alert. Um, but its body looks like vaguely kind of like fish-like. It's kind of cute even, as it's there and very much on guard. It's got like this like color. Actually, you describe. What am I saying? You describe your Digimon.
Okay, what you're seeing is essentially a goldfish on four legs.
Yes.
It's a quadruped goldfish, and it is it's like those typical like orange, yellowish, gold looking goldfish, and it's got like big blue like eyes that are like bulging out of its head, and it's just really funky and it's really adorable.
I love it.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
it just jumped out of the Digivice and decided to protect me. Is that what happened?
Yes.
Is that what I saw? I was like,
Yes.
What the fuck?
So and then I just kind of ask while they're busy like fighting it out. I'm just like, hey, what's your name?
It kind of like hops back to you. It's like, oh, morning. Hang on. Are my friends here as well? They should be here soon. I mean, I guess we haven't really spoken, so I'm not sure we can call them friends, but they're my friends.
Are you done stretching?
And
Hurry it up!
and you hear Kaiden, I'm done, and it doesn't. You have no idea when it exited the Digivice, as suddenly your Digimon appears right, like from behind you, right next to you. And would you please describe your little buddy that is included?
Cool. Which stage are we in? Are we in fledgling or basic?
We're in basic.
Basic.
Basic. Cool. So coming from behind me is a kind of like Spencer's height, girlish looking Digimon with like hair made of like seaweed and water that drapes down onto the ground. Her body is made of dark sloshing water. And she has like seaweed clothes that kind of like dance down to like her mid shin. Um she's a more human-esque looking Digimon. And kind of just goes, Rob?
she rolls her eyes like, we're still using that name, aren't we? Hi, Kate Kaiden.
I mean, yeah, using that name because it's the only name I know you by, unless there's another name. What's your name?
He looks at the rest of the dogs who are very confused here for a little bit. This is Nayamon, correct?
Yes, this is Nayamon, yeah.
Yeah. And she turns back and her seaweed hair kind of like swishes around her. It's like, Nayamon. And I'm just going to be the doom of these creatures if they keep trying to pick on you.
Okay, yeah, do it. Do what you got to do.
And lastly, from Nico's, Nico,
Nico's just like cupping it. Are you good? Are you okay?
it's kind of like shaking and sparking. It's like, yeah, just a little. It's a tight squeeze. Oh wow, this is. We really.
I believe in you.
We really need to update the firmware in this one. All right, let's go. And erupting out of it, kind of like you almost drop your Digivice. You describe what does your creature look like as it lands on the ground.
Harkening back to where I said I like dinosaurs. This Digimon is a little green, fluffy, like feathery dinosaur-looking thing with a huge beak that's made out of like steel. And the feathers, a lot of them on its arms are kind of like they get blue instead of green, and they're quite sharp as well. But he's got like a really fluffy tail. It's basically like just a fluffy little dinosaur guy. And I love him.
He puffs up all of his like feathers and fluff. And it's like, let's go! I got this! I always win! Always!
Took your guy long enough, Nico.
I mean, he's really excitable,
Yeah,
but maybe he
is.
just needs maybe he needs time. Like,
I think our Digivices were switched.
yeah,
He's
this
more
feels
like
like
me.
you. Yeah,
And mine's a lot like you.
yeah. Do we swap? Like, is that?
Can we swap?
Amimon looks at Nico, like, wait, don't swap!
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh my god.
Lucy,
I'm sorry.
Lucy is just watching this goldfish creature like totally thrown down, and she's like, this is actually amazing.
The
She
goldfish
doesn't
is
say
doing
anything. She's just
great,
like,
right? The goldfish is actually doing really good before eventually Doberman like gets annoyed. It's like, enough of this! And roars, and just from the shockwave alone kind of knocks your fish right back to you, as Spark kind of
Oh.
like zooms next to him, trying to protect him as well.
and I just like try to catch them if they're like flying, right?
Yes,
Just like,
yes.
no,
Perfect.
I don't know what your name is, but I already love you.
Oh.
Cute.
Oop, give me a second, checking something. Boop, 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 boop. But here we go. The fish looks up at you, and it's like, "Oh yeah, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Chisamon. It is Chisamon, correct?"
No, Chisamon is fledgling.
Ah, yes, you're right.
Sakanamon is basic.
Sakanamon.
Hmm?
Sakanamon. I pronounced this wrong. Where did I write it down?
Yeah, hey, you good? You did such a great job. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, I'm doing my best. And this guy's, I'll make sure to protect you, no matter what. Okay?
Okay.
I've not really had any friends before, but I know that you're my friend, so not gonna bullies get away with bullying you. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, and then Lucy sets Sakanamon down and make sure that they're good and just says, all right, make sure that you do your best and let me know if you need any help. I have a first aid kit and I can also take care of you. Okay? We'll take care of each other. And she gives Sakanamon like one of her signature pep talks.
Aww.
So good.
Yeah. So
I see what you're trying to do.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. When I do my type feature,
Mm-hmm.
does that work on Digimon or just the other kids?
I will double check it later, but also I don't care what the book says because I say yes. That's how I've ruled it so far.
Cool.
Hang on, wait. Repeat the question just to make sure I'm understanding that correctly. Sorry.
And I use my type feature on my Digimon as well as my
Yes,
human
yeah, okay.
friends.
Just making sure. Yeah, you can use it on your Digimon as well.
So I will do. So that little bit is just Lucy encouraging Sakanamon so that Sakanamon has a boost.
Yes, 100%.
Later.
Perfect. The whole time, as all these conversations are kind of going on all around you, and I'm still using peaceful music. As this conversation's going on all around you, the only reason that these creatures haven't gotten closer to y'all is every time they try to get closer, Spark kind of gets between everyone, and you start seeing something weird, Spencer. Spark is a good dog and is very good at protecting you when they have to, but you've never seen Spark actually spark before, as arcs of electricity start coming off of him as your Digivice is now also glowing in your hand, and Spark is growling intensely.
Yes!
Oh
yeah, Spark!
Now,
you see Lucy kind of just like.
now, even better, as a detail that we all forgot, Spark is like wearing like a bunch of like cardboard boxes in the shape of like a fake toy robot kind of thing, generally, right? So now this pretend robot dog is just arcing electricity everywhere. um, and at this point, when uh, the other smaller dogs minions are like, "What do we do, boss? It looks like they've got more Digimon. Their Digivices are activated." And Dobermon snaps back like, "Quiet! We do what we always do. Form up on me. We're gonna rip them apart and take those Digivices back before they can do anything else with it." And we're going to have this campaign's first combat.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, so keeping things simple, everyone rolls initiative. So for initiative, simply look at whatever the initiative stat is on your sheet, or what on your Animon sheet specifically, and how many.
The basic.
Yeah, the
basic.
basics, the
Okay.
basic
Yeah,
initiative.
basic.
Okay.
Ooh, and also, if when rolling initiative there are any sixes in that roll, please let me know for reasons.
I rolled 2 5s.
2 5s, solid.
I rolled a 4 and 2 3s.
4, okay. So 2 6.
I
Two
have
sec-
one.
But-
No. Oh wait. Oh yeah, the boost.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Does the boost count?
The boost will count.
Okay, the boost will count. 3.
Nice, nice. 3 from nothing.
My goldfish guy.
No,
My little
goldfish.
goldfish guy.
He's trying his best.
In
Nico.
In reality, for only having
Huh?
2 die in my initiative, rolling 2 5s is a really good odds.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I rolled a 4 and a 5. So
I love that for you.
yeah, I rolled a 4 and a 5. So.
Perfect. All right, Spencer. The expression concerns me.
I roll 1 die for initiative.
Oh no!
And it's a 1.
Sick. Okay.
That's what you get for
Oh,
already having your
no.
Digimon.
Yeah. That's karma.
Perfect. What if my
What a
lovely
li-
minions
what a little
rolled?
guy.
Their initiative is not very good.
Spark's trying his best, you know?
Spark and I are too excited about the actual Sparks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're just
That'll
like,
do it.
hell
Real.
yeah! Hell yeah!
And it's like, oh shit, we have to fight.
Just doing like karate kicks in the air and yeah.
I love Spencer so much.
Spencer is my precious child.
Spencer is my baby.
For real.
Protect the kid.
Spencer is everything I am not.
Oh.
Spencer is delightful and must be protected.
Yeah.
Sometimes from themselves.
Sometimes.
Most often from themselves.
Both can be true.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I was gonna say it like that, but you said it.
Spencer lost 2 stamina in the buzz
That
and
is
absolutely feels like they are not hurt in any way.
just like this is fine.
This is normal. This is fine. I'm unharmed.
Only 2 stamina?
Spencer's like the toughest 11-year-old ever.
For real.
Flesh wound.
It's just a flesh wound.
'Tis but a flesh wound.
Okay.
The 11-year-old that can drive stick. Best 11-year-old.
Perfect. Now then.
I'm sorry. I just love Spencer so much.
Same. Honestly,
Okay.
vibe. All right, we start off with Lucy. That was a 3 successes from you, correct?
Yeah.
Whoops, not that.
Okay, so I am gonna look at my little guy and let's see. Uh, uh okay, so um I am going to like call out like I hope you know what to do because I don't. Go attack it. I would like to see if Sakanamon can do an aqua splash.
Nice. Sakanamon's Aqua Slash has the misdirect tag, correct?
Yes, and it is a rank 1.
Oh, right.
So is that
So you would roll
what was
whatever
that?
many dice for your attack, which is probably going to be your brains.
Is it no? Brains is the number of uses for my signature attack. I don't know what the other one is.
Yeah,
Is
so
it-
brains will determine the number of uses for your signature attack. And you would normally, your attack roll, I guess I would call it, would normally use either your power if you're like trying to use a physical attack, or if your attack is ranged, it would use your brains. There's also attacks that can use agility or heart. It just depends on the situation. So
well, I imagine an aqua splash is a ranged. Like I envision it as like Magikarp splash on steroids. Like it actually does something. So that's what it is.
Hey, there's like
that.
a 0.00001% chance of Splash actually doing something.
So is it brains? I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Wait, for ranged it's brains?
Yeah, if it's got like it's a splash, so it's kind of like got like it's the wave itself that hits you. I'm imagining.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, roll 3 dice and add an extra dice because you're using your signature. Your aqua.
So it's a rank 1.
Yeah.
That is 2 successes. I rolled a 4 and a 6 on aqua splash.
Delightful. Are you
So
attacking
it
the?
does. Whoever is the closest to Sakanamon at this point. Like, I guess whoever's in the front, like the leader person, I guess.
Yeah, that'll be Doberman. He's probably like right up in everyone's faces, being annoying. You know, classic.
So that is 2 successes to hit the Doberman. Is that what that is?
Yeah. And that will in fact hit as the. What does it look like when you do your aqua splash? First of all.
So what happens is you see Sakanamon like look like they're going to hit with their tail, like swing their tail back, but instead of physically hitting the target with their tail, the splash of water just comes out from its backside, essentially. Like it splashes over. So it will do the standard amount of damage plus this Doberman this Doberman now has setback on attack rolls until my next turn. So
Nice.
I disorient them and they have setback.
Sick. All right. As the water like washes over him, and kind of sends Doberman kind of into a tree a little bit, and it's kind of standing on steady legs, and it's like, lucky shot.
Bye.
That is Sakanamon. Lucy, do you have anything you want to do? Or are you gonna be like, yeah, I'm just leaving it to the Digimon. Screw that.
Okay. Oh, I misread that. Oh, well, it's fine. It's okay. I don't think so. I'm just gonna vibe here, and you know, I don't think I can do anything, so I'm just gonna vibe here, and that is my turn as
Nice.
well.
Kaiden, you see the couple of these smaller guys are kind of like getting closer to you and trying to be like, "Oh, we're gonna get you! We're gonna get you!" And it's Naimon is unimpressed with them at all. What are you two gonna do?
I think Kaiden is just gonna be like, Nayamon, you can ignore the smaller ones. Go for the big one. And I think I want Nayamon to use her signature move, Way Down.
All right, let's go. We're bullying the boss
So,
here.
and that's a physical attack, so I feel like power would be what I would use for it.
Cool. Roll however many dice plus the extra one from weighing down.
Yes. So power is 3, and then an extra one from the signature attack. That's 3 successes, a 6, a 5, and a 4.
Ooh.
So basically, way down. There's no water nearby, so the way that way down works for Nayamon without water is that you see her kind of like swim forward through the air, and she grabs onto the Doberman and teleports up into the air like 20 to 30 feet and starts diving down with Doberman and then teleports off of them as they crash into the ground.
Nice. Doberman just boom. How much damage does that do?
My damage is 6.
Oh, Sakanamon's damage. What is the damage number?
Damage and
4.
Perfect.
Sakanamon's damage number is 4.
Waydown's effect is also efficient. I forget what that means.
It just means that you get the first one for free.
Okay.
In the combat encounter.
Cool.
Doberman did not. Doberman did not like that attack at all, and it's just there, shaking it a little bit. It's like, guys, fellas. But
and then as Kaiden, Kaiden wants to kick one of the little ones, like punt them.
Let's go! Make a reflex test. Beat these guys.
Reflex? Okay, that's my highest stat. I roll 4 for this again.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, actually, can I use my feature? Because I'm trying to look tough, and I have tough as nails as a talent. So would that be 2 more die I would add?
Yeah.
Because I'm using my talent and my feature.
Oh, if you're using your talent, it's 1 more die, and then it's boosted from your feature.
Okay, so 3s count.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's all successes. That's 5 successes, 3 4s, and 2 3s.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Get it.
It's gonna hurt, actually.
Kaiden's built to fight.
Kaiden's a beefy boy.
Yeah.
So, kids fighting Digimon normally doesn't go super well because they don't do a lot of damage. But I think this is true for both kids and Digimon. Every success you have above an enemy's defense adds extra damage to the hit, basically.
Okay.
So instead of doing like 1 or 2 damage, because you got like a 5 and this poor creature only has a defense of like 2, that's instead doing like 4, 5 damage, basically.
Yeah.
As you like big boot this poor Gobmon.
Yeah.
Goes rolling.
It's just like, get away from my fucking friends!
One of the other guys next to him's like, boss, they didn't say that the kids could fight. They didn't tell us that.
Do you want some of this?
Oh my god.
And
If
just
you don't run,
that Gobmon is seriously going to consider it, but the others are going to start tagging up as it is currently. Is it? It is not the Gobmon's turn, but it is Dobermon's turn.
Doberman is rolling with a setback for any and every attack until my next turn.
He is the poor guy. As he kind of gets up, and is looking. I think I underestimated you all a little bit. I'm gonna get payback against that dumb fish. Hold on! And it howls and lets out like this weird dark energy. Let's see if it actually hits.
Tell me, what is a setback? Do you mean?
So a setback, instead of successes being on a 4 and above, they are now a 5 and above.
Okay.
So you should be okay. Ooh, that's not good. All right, you're probably still
Oh,
fine.
no.
Does 2 successes hit you?
What am I looking at?
You would be looking at
looking
your
at dodge?
dodge. Yeah.
My dodge is the 3.
Nice. Oh, that's so good because that was a signature attack and it's gonna cause serious problems. This
Dodge, you
Doberman
little fish.
is howling, and the fish, for a moment, the fish's entire body starts shaking as it's kind of looks unsteady. Before Sakanamon's like, actually, no, I don't want to get hit by that, and jumps back and starts like hopping between all the trees, and they're like, you cannot catch me. I am way stronger and cooler and prettier than you.
Oh my god! This fish is my life. I love this fish so much.
The ego on this fish.
I love this fish. This fish. Undefeatable.
Oh, I can't.
This fish is like John Cena. You can't see it.
Spencer.
Is this like, are you sure about that?
Yo, that Doberman is having a bad time.
Doberman
Alright.
really is. Spencer, you're good. And Spark is literally sparking. Cool.
Is it me now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. I tell Spark, we have to protect our friends. And Spark is also going to do their signature attack, which is a lightning tail, which has a explosive as effect. And so basically, the attack is called. Well, would you say are the small ones, are they still like sort of like adjacent to Doberman?
Yeah, a couple of them are pretty close. There's like 3 of them next to Doberman right now.
Okay. So Spark is going to attack Doberman using Lightning Tail, which means that he runs up and he wags his tail so hard that it starts like spark more, and then he's going to bite. And I'm going. So what explosive does is that on a successful attack, I deal half damage to the target, and then I will deal damage equal to my level to all the enemies next to the target.
Nice.
So that's only 1. But it's
still,
it's
an
called
AoE.
explosive, so we're going to do this clearly.
Of course.
And I think that will be a power roll.
Yeah, that sounds
Probably.
like power. That sounds like power.
I like how
in
I
this
keep
case.
not saying my highest stats for stuff. I think that's great. So that's 3, and then 1 more because it's my signature attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Come on. Ooh. That's 2 successes.
2 successes is just barely enough. Are any of those a 6?
No.
Okay.
No,
All right.
4 or 5.
Cool. What is your damage?
My damage is 6, so that becomes 3, and then it's 1 to all the adjacent ones.
Oh, that's perfect.
Doberman is having such a bad time.
It's for real.
Yeah, you wanted to come fuck with us. Fuck around, find out.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He made
guy's
his
having
choice.
such a bad-
He made his
This
choice.
guy's having such a
Ooh.
bad time.
Could I,
Mhm.
while Spark is going in for his attack, could I be like, because Lucy's Digimon made water, right? Did like a water splash. Could I say like Spark the water?
Ooh.
Point
Ooh.
out the water.
I love that. I love that.
And if I do that, does that count as relying on affinity with nature?
Oh yay! You know what? You're so right. You're
Oh.
using you're looking at the environment and being like water electricity checks out.
Okay. I don't know if this actually gives me anything, but that will make me boosted. And if I'm boosted, I have 3 successes. I don't know if that actually helps. Do you
It
do
does,
more
in
damage the
fact,
more
help.
successes you have?
Yes, the more
Okay.
successes you have, the more damage you do. In fact, that's great.
Hell yeah.
Because it also means that those 1 damages to the other guys are now a lovely 2 damages to the other guys. As
Yeah.
as
Hell yeah.
Spark bites, like first bites the bites down, and the electricity spikes everywhere and just blows up. Doberman's looking bad, guys.
Hell yeah.
And all of his boys are also like not doing great. Oh, what's that? Oh,
Spencer just goes like, I always knew you could do it, Spark.
I...
And when Spark fights, Spencer fights. And
That's
so I am going to run in with my sword and just
reflex
hit
test.
a dog, I guess.
You're hitting Doberman or one of the
Reflex.
smaller guys?
Okay. Which one looks like it might be the biggest threat to Spark right now? Is anyone like going for Spark?
To Spark right now, it's one of the smaller guys. They're absolutely going to attack him next. Doberman already had their turn, so it's kind of still reeling.
Okay, then I'm going for the smaller one. And seeing as how I'm like running in there, would you say that I'm using my hardy talent?
Let's go for it. I'm very easy to convince. Use your talents.
Oh, it's only 1 success.
Only 1 success, unfortunately.
Out of 3 die.
Oh, are any of those 6s? Nah. You swing with your sword, your stick, and like it hits this dog, but the stick kind of like breaks a little bit on the end, and just they're like, oh. And the dog's
These are
like,
not the same sticks as in the forest at home.
It's only a first level sword, Spencer. It's okay. We'll find you a better one.
Okay. Okay, I need to find the master sword.
So, I realize I accidentally skipped
Legit.
Nico, unfortunately. So, Nico, your turn is now.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have Bamimon use his signature attack, which is Shadow Beak. And that is with the effect of Block Break, which makes, if it hits, you make the enemy vulnerable and do half damage. So they have a setback. And because the quality that Babymon has is Hardened Beak, I will be adding that because he's using his beak. So that would be okay. I'm rolling with a hefty chunk here.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's my best friend, everybody.
Cool. Guess how many successes that was?
Oh no.
It was 1.
Oh no.
Oh,
So
that feels bad.
That feels bad.
that feels real bad.
Throw your
If
dice
you
away.
want.
They're going. In the
I
bin.
should have mentioned this to Spencer as well, and I forgot, unfortunately. But
Oh, wait.
you can spend bond.
Oh, I can spend a
points,
bomb point.
Get 2
Yeah.
more die. Do you want to try?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna spend. How many do I spend? 1 bond die, or is it?
1
Shitty.
bond gets 2 more dice.
Oh well, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use different dice. I rolled a 6.
Let's go.
Yay!
So that's now gonna hit.
Cool. That's 2 successes.
2 successes.
That's my best friend.
I did it.
It does how much damage?
Yay.
6, but that's halved because he's using block break, so it'd be
Perfect.
3.
Ooh.
But then Doberman, that was for Doberman, and Doberman now it has another setback, so he's vulnerable.
Oh,
So
damn.
he's
It's a setback on his dodge.
it's a setback on his dodge, so he's vulnerable and has set back on his dodge and his attack. Oh, this guy's having such a bad time.
My big scary
This is
monster.
what he gets for picking on my friends. And I'm gonna use, and then that was my one. Nico, as much as she doesn't like getting all up in things, I'm gonna use my Like I Care feat, which I gain a boost when attempting a test to protect my true friends, which is
Oh,
you guys.
Aw.
So that would it be reflex? I guess I'm probably gonna go for a kick.
yeah, that's reflex.
We're
Kick
probably
down
gonna
her!
do that. Okay. I get a kick up. So I get a boost. So I just need 3s.
Oh, that's not good, is it?
No.
Cool. I got a 5, and that's it.
That's it.
Got 1 success.
You go in for like a drop kick, and Domon sees it coming.
Yeah, Nico's really going for it.
You're really going for it, everything you got. And Domon's there like,
Yeah.
I am a monster that is designed to fight against horrifying abominations. I will not let this teenager hurt me. And sidesteps.
You know what? Valid.
Valid.
Hell yeah, cool kick.
Um,
Go.
Yeah, like Nico completely whiffs it, and it's just like kicking air, and then just kind of spins around like I meant to do that.
It's
Perfect.
okay. I'm the
I
fighter
was
of
showing
the
him
two
who's
of us.
boss.
You
Yeah.
looked so cool.
Thanks. I try.
Nice form.
I've been copying you.
That's a good idea.
I love that so much. So now
Oh
it's
my god.
it's the Gabumons and Psychmons and all the little minions who are there, and they all look at each other, and they're not doing great either. They got explodified, and they look
And kicked.
and kicked. One of them is going to attack Spark because he can. Oh no! Yeah, he's gonna try and attack Spark, but won't go very well because. So it fails. So this is it. Gobumon's element is water. Spark is electric. So it puffs itself up and it's like, "Ugh!" and tries to like attack Spark and hurts itself instead. It's like, oh, ow, 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 ow.
You guys should
Oh,
really
yeah.
run away.
Yeah.
The guy
just
who
quit
is
while you're
the
ahead.
most injured looks at this and is like, fuck that shit, I'm out. Yes.
Smart choice.
Bye.
Coward.
But the two remaining Gobmon, the two remaining Psychmon specifically, they see what's going down, look at each other and nod their head like, electricity, huh? Electricity. And one of them points at Nyamon and the other one at Sakanamon. What in my party tricks does this guy have? Let's find out.
The Katamon is water element.
So Sakanamon's water
Just
element.
Yeah, water all
Nyamon
the way
is
down.
dark.
Water all the way down.
Water all the way down. Oh, you two are such bad matchups for these guys. So, this guy got 2 successes because it has boost against the Kanamon, but unfortunately, it's still not enough as it tries to like spark up its own like claws of electricity, and Sakanamon's dodged out the way. The last one looks at Nyamon, and Nyamon's dark. He said.
Mm-hmm.
Dark is I can't use the Mirage attack because type disadvantage. Never mind then.
I also think that Kaiden is like standing menacingly over Nyamon, staring at the Digimon trying to attack.
Yeah, like I think this guy tries to like tackle your Digimon, and Kaiden, you just step forward and just like put a hand on his face, like nah, buddy, and stop it and get in its tracks. They are rolling extremely bad, which is fine because it means I can actually bully you next session. Lucy, you're up.
Okay, so everybody's looking like they're having a bad time, right?
Yeah,
Like-
all
On the other side.
on the other side, all of them are pretty beat up.
Oh,
One of
but-
the Gobmons has
yeah,
completely left. The others are kind of injured, but they're surviving. Dobermon is just bad. It's just bad.
think what Lucy will do is look at the remaining minions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's gonna walk over with Sakanamon towards Dobermon, and then she's gonna look at the remaining minions, and she's going to say, I will give you an opportunity to run, and then I'm going to mess up your boss. I would like to intimidate those guys. The little guys.
Amazing. Absolutely.
I would like.
Mhm.
Okay, so I would like to argue that while she is trying to be a bully and she's trying to threaten the bad guys, I
Mhm.
still would like to use her type feature because I am trying to encourage my friends while doing this. So I would like to do like a spirit roll maybe to intimidate these monsters to inspire my friends.
Definitely spirit for sure. Let's see what you roll. I'll allow it.
With the boost?
Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch, but like whatever. I think this is a cool moment. And they weren't like scared of you until then, and now it's like, oh, this person means business.
Well. Yeah. You wouldn't believe it, but I rolled 4 successes and 2 of them are 6s.
Whoa!
Holy shit.
Critical.
Can these guys even resist that?
Correct.
No,
Oh
no,
man.
they
Oh my
can't.
god.
So
Nor should they.
what happens is
They don't deserve to.
for
They
the
don't want
first
to.
time, it's for the first time ever, like Lucy's friends see her straight up be mean. Like
Yeah.
they're like, it's one of those moments where her friends are like, holy crap.
Yeah,
Lucy's never
Yeah.
said a mean word in her entire life until right now.
Sakanamon
that so
looks
much.
so incredibly proud of you. Dobermon's gonna also attempt to resist. Does he have anything? Oh no.
Oh, whether he
he can't.
resists it or not, I'm still gonna mess up Dobermon.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Sakanamon and I are still gonna mess up Dobermon.
Yeah, so this is what happens. All of these Gabumon look at each other like, yo, we can't, this is not it, right? Dobermon tries to like counter intimidate them, like, you fools, you can't abandon the pack. You work for me and you work for me alone. And the others are like, look, Gabumon, Dobermon, is that what you're going by? Look, I can't, I know you're all hyped up about the dark power or whatever, but we kind of liked you before you were like this, and this is scary, and you don't want to get beat up. So like, and they all start to back up. Now, this is something interesting that has happened. Every every Animon has like strengths and weaknesses. The Gabumon and Dobermon, their strengths are like pack tactics and tracking and a bunch of stuff like that. Dobermon's weakness specifically is that they are very codependent, and seeing all of their help kind of run away, they look like a sad dog. Like, no, wait, guys, no, we're so close, but guys. And now looking at you, just looks scared.
Kaiden is cracking his knuckles.
Lucy Lucy has this moment. She takes it in for a minute and she looks down at Sakanamon and says, all right, what do you want to do, pal? And they have that moment of just like, you want to go for it again?
So Skanamon looks up at you like, I think we might actually go for it. For safety purposes.
Of course. We gotta
If
make
you
sure.
don't, I
We gotta
will.
make sure. We gotta make sure our friends are safe.
Oh.
And it's literally just Sakanamon and Lucy trying to justify violence to each other. Um. All right. Next verse, like the last one, I guess.
Let's go.
That was what was it for ranged again? Brains.
Brains. Yep.
Okay. So that is
What did we get?
I rolled 2 successes and both of them are 6s.
Amazing.
Whoa!
Yes.
Ruined this man's entire career.
Sakanamon really said get wrecked. This goldfish is OP, please nerf.
Please nerf.
No, don't nerf.
No, let it be.
Most powerful goldfish.
This is just the moment where Didi's like, damn, I really have to like up the circumstances.
Yeah, I gotta,
this
gotta
is
factor
perfect.
it in now.
This is perfect. It
Lucy,
means that yes, they're one of these groups. I can go hard on them. Perfect.
Lucy's or villain origin story.
So, as the Aqua Splash hits Dobemon a second time, Dobemon gets like slams into like a bush somewhere, and there's just like an explosion of water everywhere. Dobemon is still up, and it starts barking and growling at you. There's still a bit of fight in them, just a little bit. You know, like 1 HP worth of fight. Kaiden, you're up.
Interesting.
Not for long. I think Kaiden walks up with Nyamon past Lucy, and in unison, both of them say, "You chose a really wrong choice of staying and fighting." And Nyamon's gonna use Way Down again.
Nice.
Because the first one was free.
The first one was free.
The first one was in fact free.
Yes. So it's my power +1 for Way Down.
Yep.
2 for the price of 1.
And okay. Holy shit.
What?
Did you get 6s?
I got
All of
3
them.
successes.
Oh my gosh.
And they're all 6s.
Yo! Outright
Oh,
diabolical. How do you want to do this?
We are the chosen ones.
I think you watch as Nyamon kind of does the thing where they teleport up again, but it's not 30 feet this time. It's like 70 feet. And Nyamon just drops Dobermon and comes back down, and we just watch as Dobermon plummets.
Dobermon plummets to the ground, just the ground shakes on impact, even
Oh my god.
as they are knocked out cold. And you see around them, coming off them, are these like weird ribbons of like data and energy that kind of come off and shoot off into the sky. And left there is a smaller Gabumon, but a black Gabumon. All the others were all blue or purple, but this one's like black and gray instead, and it just KO'd completely. Congrats.
I don't want to switch anymore, Nico.
Yeah, you can keep you can keep that one.
Nyamon does like a little curtsy, like always proud to impress.
Lucy kneels to at Sakanamon and just says, "Good job, pal."
Oh, I got a nickname? Oh! And you were really brave there, Lucy. That was awesome.
I think we were both very brave today. And she looks like she just found like her new best friend.
Aww.
That's so cute. Bambimon over there is kind of there like, I could have taken them on my own. But you know, help is cool.
Yeah, we're gonna have like a talk about our tactics going forward, because that was kind of embarrassing. And like I don't mind it when Kaiden does a good job, but like That was
I
our
did a
moment,
better
and we kind
job.
of threw it away. We're gonna have to work on that.
Yes.
You know, we can help you train if you need.
No, it's okay. It's okay. This is between me and Bamimon. You stay over there.
We'll show them
I
next
think you
time.
just see like
We're just gonna work
like
really hard. We're
Diamond
gonna
are
work
just
really hard.
Diamond and Kaiden while they're talking are like high fiving and shit. Good job, Rob.
Like Nico does like the idiot sandwich kind of energy around Babby's head. Like, okay, we gotta do better. We gotta do better.
Oh,
We
no.
gotta synergize, okay?
We'll be
No,
so
not the
synergized.
That
idiot
didn't work. Didn't quite work for us. Maybe next time.
Spark runs right up to you, Spencer, and he's holding another stick in his teeth to replace your old one.
Good job, buddy. Thank you.
Level 2 sword, nice.
Give him a good level 2 sword. Hell yeah. Give Spark a good old rub, and then I want to walk over to the knocked out Digimon. I don't know what they're called. And
Yes.
I want to get a little dog treat from my bag and see if it wants.
Oh.
If it'll wake up to take the little dog treat.
It takes a moment, right? As this Digimon slowly starts to wake up again, and like the first thing that moves is like the nose sniffs, and then the whole creature perks up, and gobbles up the dog treat immediately. It's like, whoa, that was weird. Whoa, and slowly like clears it. So it's like, oh, okay, that's better. What happened? Oh, hi. Are you
You
friends?
attacked us. Hi.
I attacked you.
We are. I'm Spencer, and this is Spark.
Oh. Hi. I'm Black Gobmon. My friends just call me Black. Sometimes
Hey, Black.
Gobmon, but there's so many Gobmon that people get confused, so Black works.
Okay.
And they kind of like slowly like get up and dust themselves off. And why is that not loading the way it's meant to? They slowly dust themselves off a little bit, and are like, the last thing I remember, oh, there was like some guy, and he was like trying to be like, he gave me something, and I got super strong, and I was like, that's cool. I want to protect my friends. I love them so much.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, me too.
where are my friends? I haven't. Did you see them? They look like me, but they're like different colors.
They went that way.
Yeah, they left.
They left me, and
I
Gobmon
think
looks like
I
they're about to
talked to
cry.
So they
Oh.
left because you were being kind of mean and they didn't like how you
Yeah.
were acting.
What? I was
Then
mean to
when we
them.
knocked then when we knocked you out, some weird stuff came off of you, and now you're like this nice whiny version of yourself. So I'm pretty sure they'll like you again if you want to go check them out.
Oh, but now I'm weak and small, and I can't. I was never good at being like all tough like them. But maybe they'll.
Yeah,
like
but
me
there's
when-
strength
just
in
because you're
numbers.
small doesn't mean you're weak.
And they said they liked you better before you got strong.
Really?
Yeah.
And now she's like full on
Yeah.
crying, just and it's like gross, like with
Yeah.
snot and everything.
You know, it's
Another
good. It's
treat.
good to be strong on your own, but it's better to be strong with others.
Well,
Wow, that's smart. That's cool. I like that. Okay, I'm
My
gonna.
mom always says that strong is in here anyways.
Wow, your mom sounds smart. I don't know what a mom is, but
She is.
you don't have a mom?
No, am I meant to?
Nico, their digital code, I don't think it works the same as us.
I mean, I don't know. Like, do they just sprout out of the ground? Like, we don't know where they come from.
The digital code.
Like, are they not babies at any point?
Um,
Well, in
Like,
my
who looked after you? Who looked after you when you were a baby?
In my case, no
Lucy just
one.
looks
All
at
of our all of our eggs kind of like hatched in one spot, and like we were all kind of like together when we were really really small, and now we're a bit bigger, but we're still kind of small. We've only had each other.
okay.
Right.
Okay,
Well, I
You
that's
think
should
you should go
you
fine.
should
back
go
to
find
them.
your friends. Yeah.
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 Okay.
Have a treat for the road.
Very like lots of things takes the dog treat, and it's like, I'll split it in half for everyone. No, wait, but there's so many of them, so I'll split it in quarters. Yeah, quarters. That's the way everyone gets one. And I already had the first one, so I'm fine.
Okay, that sounds good.
They kind of like
Bye.
wave and kind of like run off in the distance. And as they disappear, what you see is like on the ground where they were standing a moment ago, there's like a weird like a little piece of like plastic and glass that has like a heart symbol on it, and it's completely gray, and what would have been a heart is cracked in half, and there's weird black smoke coming off of it.
Is
I'll pick it
uh,
up.
what is that?
Can
You're
you have some sense of self-preservation?
you
Like, at least touch it with like a stick or something first. You know?
yeah,
Lucy,
I pick it up.
yeah. All right. So you pick up,
what
you're
is
holding
it?
it in your bare hands, and just holding it feels bad. It feels weird. Like you're holding it and you're like thinking of like your parents and the uneasy relationship you've got with them, and you're thinking of like Joey and how much he sucks, and you're thinking about your friends here, but are they really your friends? And you go on this
This
like
feels
thought
like
tunnel
black
for a bit.
licorice tastes.
Yeah,
Oh
I throw it.
you throw it and you immediately feel back normal again.
Yeah,
What
none of
happens
us
when
need that.
what happens when Lucy picks it up?
You pick it up, and you are certain that everyone here is just trying their best to try and just pretend that they're your friend. You're a hassle and you're whiny and soft, but you know if they just like go along to it, eventually you'll go away, and yeah, it's fine. It's bad feelings. It's really bad feelings.
What happens if Lucy pulls out a like washcloth, like hand towel situation from her backpack and wraps it?
While
Like
it's
if I'm not touching it with my skin, what happens?
once you wrap it up and you're no longer touching your skin, the effect goes away and you feel fine again.
Uh, so Uh, as long as we're not touching it with our bare skin, it's totally fine. It's probably going to be bad if someone else finds it. So I'm just gonna stick it in this little pocket in my backpack and probably forget that it exists. And she just puts it in her back pocket, her backpack, like in some tiny zippered area, and just puts it in there.
Of
yeah. This
course.
feels dangerous and ill-advised, but cool.
I guess we're heroes now.
I mean, we beat up like one guy.
I mean, like, I'm a hero. I did a lot of the work.
Lucy just looks at Caden with like this mad side eye.
I said a lot of the work, not all of the work.
She
We're all heroes.
just got like silent side eye from Lucy. She doesn't say anything.
Kaiden
She
just
just
pats the top of your head.
Once again your digivices spark up, and this time it plays that message, and it plays it in full now, completely clear. And I will copy and paste the message into Discord at some point, but for now it says, in this almost angelic voice, "Oh, chosen children, our world is in great danger, and with it so is yours. The dark presence is spreading its influence across this world, tearing apart all that is good and true. But you, and only you, have the power to stop it. Journey across the world, gather your strength, and use it to unite all of our worlds, for you are all destined to change them forever. And then it turns off.
So it is a quest.
It's a quest.
So it sounds like a
Yes!
quest.
Yes.
I think both Kaiden and Spencer go yes at the same time.
While everybody's all excited and chaotic, Lucy just quietly kneels to Sakanamon, picks him up, and puts him on her shoulder. So
Oh.
now it's a four-legged goldfish on a 13-year-old girl's shoulder.
I
Are
love
they
that.
wet?
Are
Kaiden
they
asked that
slimy?
out loud. Are they
A bit
wet?
slimy.
They just used a whole bunch of water attacks, so yeah. I mean, it's fine. It's just water.
Does it feel weird to have like scaly fish on your skin?
she she looks and just like it's not that bad.
Like, does he smell like? Does it smell like a fish?
Dude, does he smell like anything?
Great
I don't think
question. I
Dude,
don't think
yeah,
right.
Do the Digimon smell like anything?
I was not expecting to be asked this.
Spark does.
I think
It's an important question.
I think currently
I don't think it
they do
smells
not
like
smell
any, I
like
don't think
anything.
they smell like anything.
I-
Lucy just takes a sniff at Sakanamon on his shoulder and just goes, "Doesn't smell like anything."
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Good
it
to
can
know.
stay then.
I appreciate your concern. And she says it in a way where she doesn't actually mean it because she's like, I swear I will pick the goldfish if I have to. Between you and the goldfish stays.
Lucy, was
That
that
kind of
sarcasm I hear?
Yeah.
Look,
Wow, you get a Digimon and you change.
I mean,
Power has gone to you, Lucy.
you know what?
Nika kind of looks at Bambimon and is like, "I'm not picking you up. You
Bambimon's
got legs."
Bambimon's like, we're on the same page. Yeah, I'm a big boy,
Yeah.
strong.
I look
Yeah,
at
you're too big. You're
I look
too
at
big.
Nyamon and I'm like, you actually are wet. I am not picking you up. I wear too much denim and leather to get wet.
Oh yeah, that would not be great. Actually, you're right. And she flicks some water at you anyway and laughs.
Goldfish are better than people. That's the energy Lucy is giving off right now. She's just
That's
like,
the takeaway.
that's a takeaway. She's like,
Yeah.
goldfish is cool.
Meanwhile,
I'll look at
this-
my Digivice to see if there's an arrow again.
Oh yeah, you look at your Digivice and there is an arrow. There's a couple of different arrows that are pointing in directions. It seems.
Whoa, multiple
Everyone
arrows.
looks at their Digivice and it's pointing in like different directions.
Yes. Yes.
Helpful. Really helpful.
Rule number 1 of horror movies: don't split the group. We have to choose
Yeah, no.
one way.
Yeah.
We'll follow Spencer's Digivice.
Yeah, Spencer got Spark first, so
Let's see where Spencer's Digivice is pointing.
Yeah.
You see the direction that
Okay.
Spencer's Digivice is pointing. It's like pointing. I was gonna say it's pointing north, and then I realized, do y'all even have a reference of north? Does north still exist here? It's pointing in Digi North, I guess, and Spark is currently like sniffing and following a trail in that direction.
Follow Spark.
yeah, we'll follow Spark.
Okay, let's go. Get on my bike and follow Spark.
Don't get too far ahead.
Let's go.
It's okay. He has the playing card on his wheel. We can hear him.
Oh, we'll hear it for miles. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
playing card on the wheel. Oh god.
that was smart. That was smart.
1000%.
And with that,
Big
I
brain.
think that is where we will end today's session with our Digidestined walking off. Into
Yes.
Yay. We're all Digidestined, guys.
Oh my god, we're chosen children. Uh-huh.
Hell yeah.
Chosen children, because I think the other term is trademark.
Ah,
We're
so right. So right.
You're right. Yeah.
Chosen children. TM.
Chosen children. I hope
Cute.
y'all had fun both watching everyone at home and playing here as well. I had a blast.
Had a great time being a
Yeah.
Digimon
It was so good.
Yeah.
and punching
I
Joey.
loved not drop kicking a Digimon. That was great.
I'm
That was
sorry,
really
your dice
great.
are cursed.
I
Yeah.
loved being able to just punt a Gabumon and then be like, wait, this isn't supposed to be able to work. Why did this
Right?
happen?
Because they're quite big.
They're quite
Like,
big.
you really set the ballpark for that, and then no one else really came through with it.
Every time I've
Leg
run the
muscles
session,
for
there's all this
days.
I'm
game. There's always one person who's like, "Why don't I just punch the Digimon?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm
"Sure."
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was me. Just
Yeah.
yo,
I'm gonna
Start
also
it.
right hook this Digimon.
Kaiden as a barbarian.
Nice.
No,
I
but
see it.
that's the thing, right? I had a vision for Lucy, and then just the vibes, I threw it all out the window. I'm gonna have
That happens.
That
new flaw,
happens.
narcissistic. Uh,
Guess it's here
Fair
now.
no, I'll have to change her flaw because overly timid is not it.
It's not it.
It's not it anymore.
I like it.
No, this was so much fun.
It was a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
I loved it.
Season 2 when? Just kidding.
Yeah,
We're
season
still
two.
on episode 1.
when?
Definitely season 2.
All right.
Yeah.
So as we close off, I guess this last little outros from everybody and where you can find us and things of that nature. I suppose I have been your lovely DM here, Didi. I can normally be found talking about robots and I guess Digimon too, and stuff. Scrolling and checking something. But yes, I can be found on most places as Alphabet Sauce or Planless Dan on YouTube. We'll go in. I can't remember our order. I guess.
I went first for
Yeah, and
intros.
Casey went last, right? So we'll go reverse order.
Oh, sure. You can find me. You can find me on Instagram at maybealter. It's very different vibes from this. I don't know if you want to go there, but you can, or maybealter.com, or here next week.
True.
Nice.
And then,
Was it me next?
Yeah.
I feel like
yes,
it was.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Yeah, cool. So, yeah. You can find me on Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok. I don't really use TikTok though. At Actual Raptor, and it's either Actual Raptor with an O or it's Actual Raptor with a C because people are rude and they took Actual Raptor, and I will
Unforgivable.
find them and I will hunt them down one day.
I'll help.
But it's basically the similar kind of vibes. Like I do
TG2.
just make my silly little posts about my silly little dinosaurs, about my silly little anime. I'll just do whatever. But yeah.
So that and next.
Yeah, I guess that's me. You can find me on most social media things at exo_girl_wonder, where I yell about stuff randomly. And just stuff that I do for streams. So make sure you follow me specifically on Twitter for that. Yeah, that's it. I will be back next week figuring out what I need to change about Lucy because she's not what I wrote down last week.
Well, that brings it back to me.
Yay!
I am Derek. I use they, ze, and he pronouns. I was playing the lovely, rough and tough delinquent Kaiden who uses he, him pronouns. Maybe for now.
For now.
We'll see. You can find me over on the interwebs at Derek DERRYK does RP. That's for Twitter and TikTok. You can also find me over on Queers and Spears World of Saluna, which is my AP where I DM the main campaigns. We are on our second campaign, Defiance, which is a oh shoot, what's the word for it? It's a resistance campaign. So all of my players play captains of a resistance, trying to save their country from being taken over from evil people. New episodes every Friday for that. and I'll head it back to Dee Dee.
Perfect. So with that, it has been a blast having you all with us. We'll see everyone again next week and find out what adventures are here for our chosen children. Take care, everybody, and good night, morning. Time's weird. This is stretched across like 3 time zones. Whatever time it is.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, it
Good.
Bye.
Have a good day.